Hi everybody, and welcome to. I'm already feedbacking somewhere. Instantly scuffed. One sec. All right, we're saved. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Boys Play D&D. Tonight we're starting a new campaign. We're beginning our adventures through the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. This campaign is going to be run by me, Brighton, or other words known as Gerbeck in the Descent into Avernus campaign. So our adventure tonight begins on Richfest the 4th, 583. All of our brave adventurers have wound up in a tavern called the Wicker Goat in the middle of Saltmarsh. They've been partaking in the yearly Richfest traditions that happen every year in Greyhawk. It's a fair day outside. The town is celebrating a bit more than usual today due to the bountiful catch that happened yesterday. Despite it being a week-long holiday, some people still work. So to start, Saltmarsh is a nondescript fishing village tucked away on the southern coast of the Kingdom of Keeland. Throughout the wars, Saltmarsh mainly kept to itself, continued to fish and provide food for the less fortunate areas of the kingdom that were more war-torn. During the Crown's southern neglect, there started to be a pretty big surge of piracy happening throughout the coast near where Saltmarsh is. As Keeland started to lose the war, they turned some attentions to the southern piracy and started to raise a navy, sinking some pirate ships and dealing a pretty big blow to the Sea Princes, what they confederated to be known as. But the conflict is by no means over. Tensions in Saltmarsh are pretty high during these times. About 6 months ago, a group of dwarfs were moved to Saltmarsh under a decree sent by the king. These dwarfs started excavating the shores around Saltmarsh, and recently have found some success in finding silver. It seems like their efforts might make the region a lot more prosperous, but a majority of the Saltmarsh citizens are really concerned that the success will change the foundation that Saltmarsh is built off of. So joining us tonight, we have the same group of adventurers from our Avernus campaign. We have Blake playing Wendell Tosspot. Instantly peeking his mic, I like it. We have Brett playing a adventurer whose name I don't remember because it is Kalendal Sarendir. Did I pronounce that right?
Hello, yes.
Oh, I like the voices. Putting a pressure on me to make good voices.
All the pressure's on you.
We got Colton playing Bobson Dognut.
Hello.
We got Jordan playing Richard of the LOC, or Craig, excuse me.
Hello. Ha ha ha.
Yes.
The Alchemist makes an appearance again. We got Catelyn playing Gringus. We have Logan playing Sigvald.
Oh.
And last but not least, we have Mitch playing Gore.
Hey.
Alright, so to start us off here, our adventure begins in a completely original way. In the middle of a tavern, if I can find my screen to switch to it. And I actually have to drag you guys to it. Alright, so adventure begins in the middle of a tavern. Most of the group has been here over the past few days drinking. There's a lot of new faces, a lot of familiar faces. Despite what it might look like, it's not actually a room of bandits. I just did not have time to make that many more tokens. So yeah, everybody, you guys should be able to move all your tokens, and you're all just drinking at a random table with a group of strangers for the most part. So have you all introduce each other and describe your characters.
Alright, who's starting?
I'll go first, I guess. Bobson Dugnut is a dwarf on the upper end of the dwarf life expectancy. He is very, very old. Gray, wispy beard and hair. Lost a lot of the thickness and luster of his younger years there. He's got very wrinkly, loose, aging, liver-spotted skin, and his once prodigious dwarven strength is now gone. He is very slow to get up and sit down into his chair. Gets out of breath easily, but he's always seems to be scribbling something down, writing notes, taking in his surroundings.
Also at that table, you have Calendal. Calendal is a half-elf, around mid to later 20s. He carries a lute slung around on his back, has a satchel filled with different papers, and you can see little scrolls sticking out on the side of it. He's got a blue and red breasted, kind of like a long coat set up. He is currently in the process of trying to tell a story of a northern farmer that recently came up through the armies. And I'm supposed to be a history guy. I'm blanking on the name of the kingdom we're in. Sorry,
Keelland.
Had that written down. Keelland, right? And he's discussing how this farmer had come up through and rose through the ranks to become a leader of a squad and won a big battle. He's doing so with a lot of hand gestures and flourish as he's telling the story. I guess he's got brown slick back hair and seems mildly pompous, but excited to be there.
All right.
You want to go? Go ahead.
Oh, well, if we're doing introductions, I stand at the table. I'm Sigvald the Magnificent. As you can see, I'm a sexy specimen out here. And to prove I want to be friends with everyone, next rounds for the entire tavern's on me.
The whole tavern kind of surges and cheers, except the corner over here doesn't really notice too much, but they seem deep in conversation. But you hear from behind the bar counter someone yell, "Yep, you got it, boss," and then he starts bringing around drinks.
All right, that's it.
Okay, I'll go, I guess. I'm Richard of the Yellow Sea. I've been fishing these waters for some time now, and I'm gonna slide over a self-drawn picture. I'm gonna I will post this right here. And I'm going to show everybody the picture of my magnificent fish in the golden sea that I caught.
Oh my god!
It's amazing.
Where the fuck is...
There's gold floating in the water. That's where the Yellow Sea comes from.
Oh, I thought it meant piss.
I like it.
Alright, is that it for Richard?
That's Richard.
That looks remarkably similar to the fish I caught last week.
Well, that's bullshit, because this is the one-of-a-kind fish I caught.
All right.
Oh god.
You see, the super chunky looking dwarf. He's 5'2", pretty thick. He's got a big red ponytail that's also a mohawk, braided chops and a big braided beard, and his mustache is curled out forwards to look like tusks. He's usually really reserved, but he's pretty super smashed right now. And he's introducing himself to the people at the table. Name's Gringus Ferdinand. Call me Gus. Some call me Ferdy. I'm much like those people. I'm a blacksmith. And, yeah, he's just talking to everybody.
Well, I guess I'll go next. My character's name is Gore. He is an ex-Navy personnel. He served for a long time, and he decided to retire here to Saltmarsh to fish. He's 7 feet tall. He's 300 pounds, but he's shredded to the bone. And he is completely, well, upper body, 2 full arm sleeves of tattoos all over his back, and he doesn't wear a shirt ever because he likes to show them off. And he says, "Hey, my name's Gore. It's nice to meet you."
So I'm playing Wendell Tosspot, a young for a halfling, standing about 3'2", like all skin and bones, with tan skin, short brown hair, simple cloth clothing, kind of in a light blue and black style. Got a leather strap that's got a bunch of baubles and trinkets on it. Backpack, bedroll, that type of stuff on my back. And I've got this weird looking carved stick that I just walk around with. And it's got like this wooden hook at the top that a tiny cage with no door just kind of like dangles from. You can see he's got a few odds and ends on him, and most notably, aside from the cage, is a necklace that has a bunch of colorful painted stones running through a leather cord, and a plain silver ring on the necklace as well. And he's just got this giant ear-to-ear smile as Sigvald and all of the other people around the tavern are just having a grand old time. And he's just like, wow!
Oh, God.
As Richard shows him this hand-drawn painting, or picture, it's like, wow, this. And I'm gonna show him my map right now.
Oh no. Alright. I will.
I don't think it's on stream.
I get a map.
Alright, everybody should be able to see Wendell's hand-drawn map.
That's
As you're kind of, after you've told your story there, Richard, he just kind of pulls out his map and starts rattling off like, oh, we're here.
Man, you're peeking the shit out of your mic.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
shit.
are.
DM'd curse too.
All right, I'm gonna have to go for a lower octave then. It's way over here. Nope. Nah, we'll figure it out later. Way over here, and just like rattles off on how he like went all the way through Kyo land, through some woods. There were some really mean guards at the border, and then some other nicer guards at a different border, and he had no idea how he got here.
But here he
It's
is.
quite the journey you had, little man.
Yeah, I don't know. I got lost a lot. But I'm
Tell
Wendell
you what, you-
Tosspot. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Why don't you come over for some fish tomorrow? I'll treat you to a nice supper. You can tell me all about your journey.
Sounds awesome.
As the introductions kind of finish, this completely unique looking individual that's not at all like any of the other tokens stands up on the table similar to how Sigvald did and yells out, Hey guys! I have a great idea. And the whole bar kind of pauses to look at him, and the bartender's shaking his head because he hates people standing on his tables. And he says, I think there's enough of us that we should run to the haunted house up north.
Wendell just kind of like turns and looks at him. Haunted! Sounds like fun!
God. You're cutting out lots, Blake.
God damn it. Alright.
I look at everybody in the bar and say, well, if it's spooky, there's going to be something good underneath it.
Rumor has it.
The story
Harry's.
behind this haunted house.
Rumor has it that there's an old philosopher who was in search of the Philosopher's Stone named Pembroke. He used to live there, but he hasn't been seen in quite some time. Rumor is that he killed himself in some sort of accident, but still haunts that house. Every so often, somebody goes up there and doesn't return. I think if we go there, we can put an end to it, and possibly find the treasure that he was hiding or working on with his Philosopher's Stone.
Ah, yes, the famous Pembroke disappearances. I've heard of those. We should definitely go check that out. I'm always down for an adventure.
And then the whole bar, all the other patrons except the dwarfs in the corner kind of cheer and are all 100% down to go with this guy because they're all drunk as fuck.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Did he say Philander's bone?
No, that was...
Like quite the mystery.
You remind me of me father. He too was a toppling old dwarf.
Hey, you show some respect to your elders, young man.
I'm only fooling, sir.
And I'm sorry,
Alright.
I cut out
No.
for a second. Could I get a quick spark notes on a little bit about the house there? Sorry.
Basically, there was a rumor of an old alchemist. Well, not a rumor. There was an old alchemist that used to live at that house by the name of Pembroke, but he hasn't been seen in about 20 years. During his life, he was super creepy and was in the process of doing research on creating something he was calling the Philosopher's Stone. And since his disappearance, anybody that kind of went to the house usually didn't come back. And anybody that did screamed haunted.
As this guy was on the table, Wendell walked outside, stood there for like 3 seconds, and then probably the guys near this table would hear, "Oh wait, I don't know where I'm going," and then he walks back in.
The guy gets off the table and says, "Anybody that wants to come with me, follow me." The bartender
Just
kind of
immediately
looks.
starts following.
The bartender looks at him as if this is not the first time this has happened and just shakes his head. But that's all he says about it.
As I get next to Colt, I'm like, hey, old man, need some help getting up?
If this is not the first time,
Yes,
this is not the first
please.
time Richard has done it either.
Yep. Anybody that was from Saltmarsh for a long time would definitely have heard about this rumor before.
I help Colton up.
Aren't you just a kind young man?
Yes, kindest in the land.
I'm sure. And I just like pat his arm like gently.
Wendell's just out the door already.
So is Richard.
Gore will be sitting at the table until everyone that's decided they're going has left the bar so that he can be the last one out.
Oh, all these guys are going.
Oh yeah, the bar is absolutely excited to go on this. Everybody here has been drinking since like 10 a.m. It's about midday now. They're all just ecstatic to go and deal with this. And yeah, as Richard mentioned, you guys all get the sense this is not the first time they've walked up here.
Who's sitting next to me? Is that Gondol?
This guy is Calendal.
Calendal is over there. I would be leaving. I'd be trying to. The person leading the march, I'd be trying to saddle myself up beside them and like, oh, so what you're saying is that it's this haunted house. Is there any details? Has anyone seen the ghost? Has anyone, maybe, taken anything back, or anyone who has disappeared? And I'm just trying to get any amount of details as I can about the legend of this house. But you don't have to tell me all of it at this point. It's just kind of.
So the main guy who is leading the charge looks at you and says, last time, I'm gonna be honest, he kind of whispers this to you. We were all too scared and didn't make it there.
Oh, well, a good story always has a little bit of danger to it, might I say. Could be fun.
Oh, Kringus is gonna slam down his ale after he finishes it. He like stand up and stumble out of his chair. Well, slap me ass. I'm in. He's gonna stumble out the door.
As you all start to leave the tavern, you look back and notice that the huge horde of people that are coming with you just all bring their drinks. You
Smart
could,
people. I like it.
I'm gonna go back for mine as I notice them bring
same.
there.
Seeing them getting the bring theirs means I'm going to grab mine again.
Yeah, got my glass of beer.
all right. So as you guys head there, you guys go out first to the city. And the guy, so we're currently at house number oh fuck, DM thing's got to actually move you to the city map. It doesn't just magically change for me. All right, so we started at the Wicker Goat number 3, and the guy instantly starts walking towards the town. The other people that are coming with you guys kind of look around confused, but follow anyways.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, what's that, Craig?
Sorry, no, I was thinking out loud. Sorry about that.
Here, I'll draw a. That's a shit color? Why did I pick orange? All right, so we're starting at this 3 and walking this way. All right, and the guys says, my name's Herman, and as we're heading, I noticed we got some newcomers, and I figure we give them a welcome to the town. I'll point some things out.
Wow, that's real nice of you, mister.
Nice to meet you, Sherman.
I would basically have like a little book that I'd be holding out. I'd be writing stuff down.
All right, this first area here is kind of where all the wealthy people live. Exactly. And you could tell
The air smells fresher over here.
most of these guys that you're with are definitely pretty drunk. They're kind of stumbling as they walk around. The town seems to be in a very similar state. Any people you pass are also pretty drunk. This town definitely likes to party during Richfest. Most of the fishing boats that you guys can see in the docks are parked. There is the odd one that's still out because people got to work, but for the most part, there's a lot more people in town than normal.
So we're in the rich part of town right now?
Yes.
Oh, Kringus is gonna walk over to a fence and be like, all stuck up folk live here. And he's gonna start taking a piss on the fence. Drunkenly leaning on it.
Nobody in the group stopped you at all. They just keep walking because they're also drunk.
I didn't even hear I couldn't understand what you said. Sorry.
It was not important.
Oh, good. kept drinking my beer then.
All right, as we approach this bridge, Herman goes back and says, "This first building here, or this bridge is famously known as Shark Fin Bridge. There's nothing here, but it's I don't know. It's just that's what somebody told me."
Neat.
Is there any fish merchants along the bridge?
No.
Okay.
The houses that are kind of dotted along it are not houses. They're kind of just like covers or some benches there. There's a few houses. It kind of just there's pretty much nothing here. But as you guys walk over the bridge, anybody that is an elf of some sorts feels a bit nauseated.
Oh. That's about it. I'm just kind of hold my stomach.
I play it off, or try to, and say nothing.
All right. Anybody or all of the townsfolk that are with you guys are mainly mix of dwarfs and humans, and none of them seem to they just walk over like it's completely normal. As you guys continue down this path, Herman pipes up again and says, This area here is the market. There's a lot of people here that are selling their fish." He kind of gestures about, and there's a bunch of fish salesmen. And as you guys walk through, Herman's kind of stopping to anybody that'll listen and say, "Hey, we're going to deal with the haunted house," as if he's bragging.
Wendell kind of wanders away from the group and starts looking at the random fish stalls and like what they're selling. He just gets completely distracted from the task at hand.
I'm gonna start pouring my beer into the fish stalls as they're distracted with the mob. I'm gonna start sabotaging them.
Bunch of young hooligans.
Make a sleight of hand check. All right, yeah. Nobody seems to notice you pouring the beer in the fish.
Yeah, that's all I do.
All right, you guys kind of keep walking by, and the stalls sort of shift from being fish focused to just general goods. You get the sense that you could pretty much buy anything you wanted at this market when it's open, in terms of mundane items.
Neat.
Sense.
Yeah, and then as you guys keep walking, Herman's not really saying anything to the group. He's kind of just, "We're going to deal with the haunted house. We're going to get it this time." And a lot of the people don't really say anything in response, and they definitely can tell, or kind of just shrug them off as if this is not the first time.
Do I believe that he's actually going to go in there?
You can make an insight check. Yeah, you get a strong feeling that he fully believes that he's going to go in there this time.
Nice.
As he is right now.
So he's different from the last time I seen him do this shit.
He seems drunkenly confident, yes.
Might be different once you get to the house.
Ah, okay, yep.
All right. So as you guys kind of approach this dock, you notice that one of the fishing ships kind of just showed back up. And that's this dock here. And you can hear people yelling out, "Rot grubs! Rot grubs!" And there's quite a big panic happening on this dock. As you see a bunch of fishermen kind of running back and forth with torches, burning away fish. and they kind of just seem to be, burning the fish away, throwing their burnt carcasses back into the ocean because they don't want to deal with them anymore.
Hey, Richard, what's going on there?
Ah, yes, more work for me.
At this point, when did Wendell realizes that the group has moved on and hurries back to them?
Yeah, nobody is paying that much attention. They're all pretty drunk.
I would go to one of the biggest fisherman type looking people nearby, which I would assume would be Richard.
I'm
I would
still
guess.
with the mob, but yeah.
Yeah, I would be with mob too, but kind of get up close. Oh, you look like you are a gentleman of the sea. Over there, what are they disposing of? I haven't heard about these rot grubs before.
I'm not too sure what they're doing over there. All I know is that they're getting rid of the fish, and that means they're going to be in demand for some more, so more work for me. As I just give them a thumbs up and finish off my beer.
I guess I should have told Richard this before, but you would know that occasionally fish come into the dock that are infected with little maggots that they call rot grubs.
Oh.
And you know that to deal with them, you basically just burn them, and then they just throw them back in the ocean because they, feed the remaining fish.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll explain that. And still finish my remaining beer and throw the glass on the ground.
I'd be-
No wonder nobody likes him.
And this would be for another. It's been around for quite some time, I assume. And I'd just kind of walk off, writing something else in my book.
But yeah, that's a common thing that he's going to deal with as a fisherman.
All right, you guys keep walking on. They definitely don't need help handling the rot grubs. They've kind of handled it. The docks. It's not a very long process. They pretty much just burn their catch, or the infected catch, and just continue on. It's a common enough occurrence that, after the initial panic, it's kind of over. But as you keep walking down, you approach this house, and I don't even remember what my NPC's name is. Herman, that's it. Herman pipes up. This is the Primwater Mansion. You'll definitely if you stick around here, you'll talk to this guy a few times. And you can look at the mansion. You notice that Primwater's kind of up on one of his balconies. You see this man, if I can find him. You see that guy yelling down at not yelling. He's talking to one of the workers that was just kind of passing on information about the rot grubs. It's a pretty quick conversation, and he peels back into his house.
That was this one?
Yeah, that's 16 there.
Okay.
Would he have a good or negative relationship with Ida?
I guess Richard and anybody from the town would definitely recognize this guy. He is. You'd recognize him as one of the kind of members of the council. He's very well liked in town. Craig, you would know that he's very familiar with Ida.
Okay.
All right, you guys kind of continue walking down the road. And you get up to about here. Herman pipes back up. And here is the Dwarven Anvil. This is where we go to get all our fish hooks made.
Oh, Gringus is stumbling around. He's like, oh, I can see my house from here. points behind the shop to the shitty ass shack.
Yeah, it's pretty much dead inside right now. It's visibly closed for business, but you can't see a young man sitting there working on whatever he's working on. You can't really tell. That's what he looks like.
Gringus yelled to him, Yasker! Waving at him, so you try and get his attention.
It's
Just makes the best fish hooks in town.
he stops kind of mid-hammer and looks back up and yells over at you. Hey, shouldn't you be working today?
Oh, I got the day off, you said.
Oh yeah. And then he just goes back to his work. I didn't have a voice for him. All right. You guys, kind of keep walking down, and you approach this kind of giant factory here, and Herman pipes back up. And this is the big fishmonger plant. This is where most of our fish that doesn't sell at the market ends up, and they kind of pack it away and preserve it. And as you look over to the fishmonger plant, there's, this is where definitely some of the people that are still working today are working. There's quite a bit of people running back and forth. It looks very busy.
I'm gonna wave.
Yeah.
Nobody notices.
I'm gonna wave again.
Nobody notices again.
He's gonna wave again. Keeps trying.
Another one. No, I'm not gonna wave
And
again.
another one.
Alright, you guys keep walking up. Oh, my color changed apparently. That's fine. Now you're orange. And Herman pipes up and says, well, and this here is the Mariners Guild Hall. And points to the big building labeled with the 19. You guys can see the numbers, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All the lights inside are off and it seems empty.
What did you call that, Brighton? Because I have that as the Oland House.
Yeah, this is the Oland House.
Sorry.
No, that's definitely all right. It's
keeping his cups.
Herman's ahead of himself. But yeah, you can see what looks like a big mansion. It kind of almost looks like a ramshackle kind of patchwork house. It's kind of well crafted, it's well joined together. But each of the individual additions they don't match. You can kind of tell that this house was built and expanded on over time, and it was kind of just built with the materials available. Not really, they didn't put a bunch of effort into trying to make everything match. So it looks like a big patchwork mansion. If you look at the whole thing kind of as a whole, it definitely it looks pretty nice. But Richard, you would know this as the home of Ida. And in fact, you would have likely spent some time living in one of the ramshackle additions.
Okay, I'm going to lean over at what's his name, Sigvald, and tell him this is where my boss lives, the most beautiful woman in all of Saltmarsh.
If you ask me, that looks like the haunted mansion we were supposed to investigate.
Nothing too interesting happens here. Oh, sorry, Craig.
I was just gonna reiterate on how beautiful Ida is.
Fine woman.
Yeah, she does not seem to be home. As you guys continue down the road here, now he points out the Mariners Guild Hall. This here's the Mariners Guild Hall on your left. Basically, if any sailors passing through will go here to get some food and sleep. And if you're looking for a crew to man a ship, this is where you go to look. He kind of gestures to the houses around here too and says, and these other houses here are they're just that, they're houses. There's not much of note to them.
And once again, for a lot of these questions, Brayden, you don't have to actually come up with an answer all the time, or because I'm going to be asking you a lot of like history shit that if you really want, we can discuss later. But I would also go, oh, so Mariner, how long has it been running for?
As long as I can remember.
Understood.
This guy is very drunk, but you get the feeling if you talk to him tomorrow, he'd definitely be able to tell you a bit more about, or not even tomorrow, when he's less drunk. Alright, you guys keep walking, and he kind of gets here, and this guy kind of doesn't look like he knows where he's going. He kind of stops, and he looks right. He like shakes his head no, and then keeps going up this path here. And then he looks right again, looks left, and you see kind of the group of commoners that are with you guys whispering, saying, "This happens every time. I don't know why we let him lead the way." And then he starts walking this way. I'm
gonna yell at him. So you're going the wrong way, bud.
Yeah, I remember that now. And he starts walking back this way. And he points out kind of the last important building here. Says, this here's the Saltmarsh mansion. Similar to the Prime Water one. If you're in this town for a long time, you'll end up visiting here some point.
How do you spell that?
Solmor. I'll update the Roll20 with a bit more information after, during our break. I do have write-ups for most of these that this guy's too drunk to read.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys keep walking back down this path. Again, at this kind of intersection, he pauses and looks around, and he looks back at the group, and you can see one of the other commoners with you guys points back towards the way you guys came. And you end up circling all the way back down, walking across the bridge again, and going right past the Wicker Goat out the front gate.
Oh my god.
Don't think this man knows where he's going.
Oh, you guys, but I'm having a great time.
It
I'm gonna
was
stop
under
and pub and
my
grab another beer
understanding
on the
that
way
we
out.
were supposed to be taking a tour, is what I think was the plan. Being very, courteous to the outsiders like me.
The guy, Herman looks back at you and says, "Yeah, that guy got it. I totally didn't go the wrong way." As you guys walk past the Wicker Goat, some of the people go in for a refill with their beer glasses that are now empty.
Richard just grabs a new glass. Since he
I
smashed
would join them.
The bartender is disappointed in you for smashing his glass.
He's used to it. It's not the first time I've done it to him. I pay for it though.
That's fair. He bartender doesn't have much to say. He just hands anybody who wants one another drink. And one of the commoners with you guys this time pays for a round. So, yeah, anybody that wants a new drink could have got one.
What a legend.
And you guys leave the north gate. As you walk towards the gate, there's 2 guards posted there, but they just give you a nod and open the gate. And Herman pipes up. Oh, what's that, Craig?
They don't take away our alcohol.
No, they're drinking as well.
Nice.
I'm gonna cheers him. I hope everybody else does.
Yeah, I would follow suit.
Yep.
The one
Wendell
guard.
tries and then like has to jump to cheers the guard and jumps like a full inch off the ground.
Yeah, the guard definitely cheers with you guys. You can tell he's not really fit to be guarding a city, but he's there. He's kind of stumbles a bit as he gets up.
At
He's
least
trying
he's
his
there.
best.
Herman pipes up. We're going to the haunted house. And the guard is like, yeah, that's what you said last week. That voice does not at all fit the guard.
Gerbeck just came out of nowhere.
It is not a halfling. It is a pretty beefy looking man.
Call him Tiny.
Yep.
So does the town. As of right now.
Cannon.
But yeah, that's... You guys head out of the city, and this time Herman's a lot more confident with the direction he's going, because there's only one path. Or, not one path, one road. There's just the single road that's winding up.
Hey, Richard.
What
we
is
actually
that,
going
Brett?
the right way?
Sorry, I'm just trying to do it. It's my gold roll that I forgot to do.
I was gonna say, I think we're
I was
going
just
the right way
typing,
now,
trying to whisper to you. Just to.
but I'm also heavily under the influence. Like, I would be part of the mob. I wouldn't be behind it or in front of it. I'd be
Yeah.
smack dab in the middle of it.
Yeah, Craig, you would know that this is the right way.
Yeah, I was okay with going for the detour. I like going through a walk through my town, drunk, drinking beer.
Once we get out of the town, I'll just start put away my book and start plucking a casual tune on my lute.
The commoners with you are absolutely loving it. Some of them are kind of the drunk dance walking. They're all having a good time, drinking their beer. And yeah, you guys start making... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I'd try and rouse them to some generic small town local bar chant or whatever you want to call it. Shanty, I guess. Sea shanty, sure.
Oh, I got
But
the
we don't have
perfect
to
sea
roll for this.
shanty.
What shall we do with a drunken cleric?
Alright, it's echoing. I can't play it.
Oh,
I don't know where it's echoing from, though. Oh, yeah, I know where it's okay. I can't play it with the double setup.
you could go to your other one and just mute the audio.
Maybe?
What shall
Does this
we
work?
do with a drunken cleric? What shall
I
we
can
do
hear.
with a drunken cleric? What shall we do with a drunken cleric? Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises.
drunkenly dancing
early
along
in
with
the
it.
morning. Put 'em in.
Alright. And that shanty goes on for 2.5 more minutes, but I don't want to sit here and listen to it all.
While he's going on, I'm gonna go up to Bob's and wrap around his shoulder while I'm drunkenly walking and be singing the fucking sea shanty.
Alright, as you guys,
Bob's nearly collapsing under the extra weight that he's putting on him.
Poor old man. I don't have a battle map made for the road, but for the most part, it looks pretty similar to kind of how the cliffs of the town did. It winds along the coast. It kind of heading up. There's definitely a pretty steep drop off if you were to fall. But you know, it's a pretty mundane walk there. There's some the cold ocean water is kind of splashing against you, and the The weather's getting a bit worse as you approach the mansion. It's about a 4-mile walk, so
Oh my god.
Herman did leave that part out, but it takes you the better part of an hour to walk there.
Wendell definitely would have wandered off a couple times and then for like 5 minutes and then found his way back to the group.
What a gore. We should get him a leash.
I feel sorry for the dwarf that's borderline dead. But amazingly spry for his age. But yeah, about every mile down the road, you kind of look around you and notice that the crowd's definitely thinning. What used to be about 20 people with you, there's 15, and then 10, and then 5. And as people are sobering up and the house is kind of coming more and more into view, people are kind of bitching out and going back to the town.
What about Mervin? Or Marvin?
Herman?
German.
Or
No.
Sherman?
Herman is no, he's heavily intoxicated, walking. For the majority of the walk, he's like, have you ever watched like a bodybuilder walk and it's kind of like chest out, trying to look big and strong?
Oh yeah.
He's kind of walking like that, but his chest is definitely like receding as he gets closer and closer to the front gate of this place.
I'm gonna give him the rest of my beer.
He takes it and kind of pounds it, and for about the next 5 minutes, he's got a little bit more pickup in his step, but it's very quickly fading.
So it's basically just us and Herman left now, or?
Yeah, as you guys approach the front gate, you look around and it's just you and Herman. Everybody else is bitched out.
Oi! Where'd everybody go?
Bunch of pussies, apparently.
Herman kind of sheepishly looks at you, definitely not confident, as now he's a lot more sober than he was. He says, well, they probably went to get more alcohol, then they're going to come back. I'm going to do the
That's
same
nice
thing.
of him.
And then he just runs away.
Yeah.
Herman.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna cast Entangle on him.
Oh!
Yeah, there's a lot of
pussy this year.
cowards in this town.
You're not going anywhere, boy. You're supposed to lead the way.
All right. Very unexpected. So he has to make a strength check. I need a commoner stat block. Does anybody know what a commoner stat block is? I think it's just 10 stats across the board, right?
Yeah. No modifiers to anything.
What's your spell say? Oh, it does not catch him. He just runs.
Okay.
I just wave and he's going.
Herman, think about all the stories that you could tell, the things you could boast. That'd be my extent of trying to get him to stop.
You'd be surprised at the amount of cowards that live in this town.
Yeah, you get the feeling that Gore is right, in that a lot of the fishermen are exceedingly superstitious when it comes to this haunted house, and they're pretty confident that it is in fact haunted, and if they enter, they'll die.
I just turn around and go, well, in we go, and start making my way towards the front door.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys kind of... I'll show you the art from the book, although it's kind of like shitty art.
I am definitely gonna hang back now that I know that that's a believable thing.
I will still be the last one in, purposely.
This is kind of what the house looks like from the entrance. You know, it's very, very on the cliff. This is the art from the book. It does not make sense relative to the map that the book provides. But yeah, it's a very rundown house. Here, let me.
Is that a man in the window?
Might be.
Mr. Pembroke.
Oh, well, who wants to go in first?
Wendell's already at the front door,
Oh,
knocking on it.
Sweet. So the decrepit house sits on the highest ground in the area. Around it, there's a stone wall that has crumbled in many places, exposing the interior to the grounds. An ornate metal gate lies open at the end of the road. It's kind of swinging in the wind a little bit, but making. Have you ever been on like a playground late at night when it's a little windy and it's that really creaky swings? Kind of sounds like that.
oh yeah.
There's a lot of wild flora growing throughout all the inner yards, and you can see that kind of poking through the stone wall. But despite all of that, you can tell that this area was definitely an extremely well taken care of garden. Near the house, you can see a water well that is pretty rotted through, and the house as a whole looks like it's seen a lot better days. There's kind of a lot of mold, or not mold, like falling through boards, missing shingles. It's seen some better days. And you guys, let me move you to the page.
For anyone that would care to notice, you see Gore look like he's carrying some sort of staff-like item that's covered in a red cloth, and he grabs by the one end and unwraps it and reveals the pointy end of his lance.
With my passive perception of 20, I'm going to notice it. What do you need that for, young fella?
Spearfishing.
Oh, yes. It's a beautiful art.
You know it.
As I pull out my spear and demonstrate my spearfishing techniques.
You do not catch anything.
You look a little uneven over there.
All right, so you guys kind of approach the wall. You can pretty much just walk in anywhere. The gate's wide open. There's nothing preventing you from going into the courtyard.
Are we already in the courtyard?
First one in, guess who?
Yeah. You well, the kind of bounds of this map is just the courtyard, or not the courtyard, the walled-in area. Now I gotta fix my dynamic lighting.
God damn it, Logan.
Even though there was rumors of this place being what it is there rumors of this place having rewards behind it? Or like treasures?
Yeah, when the guy was describing the house to you, it did not sound like he was lying about there being, you know, the rumors of the alchemist definitely made it sound like there's likely treasure here.
Oh, okay. That would definitely change my attitude of going into this place. So, yeah. Let me in.
Wendell's knocking on the front door. Hello? Is anyone home?
You get a no response.
He knocks again. Hello?
Let me change the ambience really quick.
It's turns out it's just Calendal is just trying to mess with you.
He like realizes that someone was talking to him behind him like a second too late, turns around and was like, "What was that?"
Oh, nothing. I thought I'd just flex my acting muscles a little bit.
Okay. He turns back around and knocks on the door again.
I'm defeated, not scaring him at all.
There is no answer at the door.
I don't
I
think
try to
anyone's
throw the-
home.
Just grab the door handle, turn it, and throw the door open if it opens.
Yeah, it swings wide open. It creaks exceedingly loud the entire way it opens. But it was not locked, and it did not have any resistance.
Then I step past Wendell and be like, "Come on in."
Okay. He walks in.
What was your perception check for, Craig?
It was for if I noticed Brett being spooky or not, because I'm like with the mob superstitious as fuck. Because if I would have rolled low, I would have fucked right off.
I guess, Brett, you can roll a performance if you're actually trying to scare the group.
But he can. I was just personally going 50-50. But yeah, all right. If he's going to scare me, that
Oh no! I was just joking. It was just me. I'd be trying to call you back.
still hesitantly because your performance was so good. You made those voices sound like they were coming from inside the house.
Well, years and years of training will allow you to do things such as that. Onwards we go.
All right. So,
Well, Gringus, where do you want to go?
as you guys enter the building here, so I did draw arrows that show the direction of stairs because this map kind of sucks for it. So those stairs just go up. But yeah, the house interior here as you walk in is dilapidated. It's damp. You know, there's kind of that evidence. There we go, of it being near the sea. There's a lot of mold in places. The woodwork's generally rotten. A lot of cobwebs. A pretty thick layer of dust. Garbage pretty, like, this map's pretty accurate. There is garbage just everywhere. And there's furniture that has been vandalized. There's... inside the house, all the corridors that you can see are they're 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall. Gore, you did have to duck a little bit to get in the door, but not a whole lot.
Used to it.
You can tell at some time this mansion was quite exquisite. The construction seems pretty well put together, but it has not sat here nicely and has not been taken care of recently. A lot of the windows are broken out, either smashed or just oddly missing entirely. And yeah, as you guys walk in, Craig, you notice that throughout the dust, there is... there's places where there's a lot less dust than there should be. So you kind of get the sense that... let me move these to the map layer.
There's a yellow line here, guys.
Yeah, the yellow line is as good as it gets. But you can tell that people, not frequently, but have walked here recently. Those areas, there's a lot less dust.
Well, there's some steps here. Definitely some
Start heading
motion.
north.
So,
Oh, there's another hallway over here.
I guess to be specific,
You open the door.
I'll walk up and open the door for him.
I thought it
Door
was
should
open
have been
already.
open.
After you
The northernmost tracks look suspiciously like something was drug through. This staircase climbs up and reaches kind of a balcony that swings about over top of where Wendell is now. So right above you guys, you can look up into a pretty big cobwebbed area with a 5-foot balcony that kind of goes around the edge of this room. And yeah, you notice that there's the 3 separate corridors that lead 3 different directions. What do you guys do?
Start walking north. Is this a door right here?
Wendell's heading north. I'm following him.
Yeah, this is a door, and this is also a door.
There was
Alright.
more traffic through that way. That's the way I would have went. Or does it look like
I'm gonna
something was
open
dragged?
Didn't choose to go upstairs first.
I'm gonna open this door to my right.
As you guys do that, I'm gonna be looking down this hallway a little bit, kind of on my own.
What was this when I walked past it, Brayden?
It kind of just looks like a
Broken
piece
chair
of
or
wood,
table?
kind of like a part of the railing from the staircase. Wait, you're talking this thing?
Right here-ish.
Yeah, it would just be like a chunk of the rail that fell. Those stairs definitely look rough.
Yeah, how big is that chunk? I want to pick it up if it's like 3 feet or under.
It's about 8 feet.
It's the entire rail then. Okay,
It's about the size as it's shown.
alright. Well, ignore it then.
All right. So Blake, you open that door?
Yep.
All right. The door doesn't have any resistance. It just opens. Inside the room, you see 2 stuffed armchairs that stand near the fireplace. That's these. The covers of the chairs have both been torn. Stuffing's pulled out, but the frames of the chairs are still intact. This table up here is kind of broken and slanted, and the fireplace looks like it hasn't been used in quite some time.
I can't see into the room at the moment.
Oh yeah, gotta remove dynamic light.
There we go.
While we're exploring, Richard is constantly going to have his net ready to throw.
All right.
Wendell just starts looking
he's
around
very
the room.
very spooked out right now. He's just gonna have his net out ready to throw it at the first thing that pops out at him.
All right, you're exploring that room, Blake?
Yeah, he's not exploring it enough to like roll anything, but he's just like looking around like for maybe 10 seconds and then walks out of the room and goes to the next door.
Did Richard point out that he's seen
I'm
these
envisioning
tracks?
you like look like you're like Scooby or Shaggy trying to catch a ghost with a net with one of Fred's little plans.
Just scared.
Richard, did you point out that you noticed the track?
I thought I did. Yeah, that looked like there was something dragged going north and just footprints
Okay.
going the other 2 directions. I thought I
And
told
so
everybody that.
when we opened this door, there was no sign of anything this way.
I don't see foot tracks, but I haven't walked up to the door yet, so I can't see. I don't think.
Get out of your way.
I only can see the top part of the room. Do I notice
Right, I'm
anything?
not sure if it matters, sorry, but I'm gonna be while these guys are looking in the other room, unless I hear something major, I'm sure that all this is completely superstition from the backwater townsfolk, and I'm kind of just poking around by myself. Is there anything I see in this hallway? If that's okay.
Yeah, in that hallway, there's, it looks similar to the rest of the house. It's definitely, run down. You can see the tracks that kind of lead into that room, and that room you can see them because Richard pointed them out.
Sure.
They lead into that room. The hallway has nothing of note, though.
Yeah, if you can just deal with those guys, I'll be poking around on my own here for a bit.
All right. So Richard, you're walking into that room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a step in take a quick left and right, like I'm crossing the street, see if I notice anything, and then take a step back out.
Yeah, you don't really notice too much. The chimney looks a little odd, but behind that, you don't really notice anything.
What do you mean by odd? If it's something that would grab my attention, I'd probably investigate further.
Yeah, it would be something that grabs your attention.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to the fireplace and start running my fingers across it.
All right, about kind of halfway up the chimney, you notice a stone that can be pulled out of place. It's kind of jutted out a quarter inch, and you think you could pull the rest of it out.
I'm not even gonna try and pull it out lightly. I'm just gonna grab it with two hands and with all of my strength, reef on it.
Actually, before you do that, you also notice that at the foot of the fireplace, there's a pretty large collection of mouse bones.
Gross.
Well, boys, come here. Found something, I think.
I'll be windowed right there, so walk in, I guess.
Gringus is drunkenly leaning up against this wall.
What'd you find?
I don't hear Richard say that.
I found these
He's
bones.
just that spaced out.
Found these bones, and I found this block. I'm ready to rip the block out.
If I'm hearing them talk about that kind of stuff, I'd follow up closer to them, I guess.
You do have to walk into the fireplace square to pull it out, because it's kind of tall enough that you need to reach for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out of the blast radius.
And yeah, as you kind of enter the kind of mouse bone spilling out tile to reach up to the fireplace, I need everybody to roll initiative. Except I don't know how to do this. How do I open the initiative tracker?
It's
There's
the
a little
clock
clock.
icon on the left-hand side. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And Wendell rolled already?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, that was perception.
Okay, well, yours was 18. I, for some reason, have you as a 5 in there. I must have been testing something at some point.
I rolled way too good for how spaced out I would be.
I'm very drunk, so I don't really give a shit what kind of shit I'm getting up to right now.
All right, I think that should be good. All right, yeah, you guys are all still pretty drunk, but the walk was sobering enough that you not that drunk anymore. You're not like falling over.
Sweated it out.
Yeah, it was a very sobering walk.
Decision making though.
All right. Sorry, let me find my. Apparently, I did not have this one prepared, but yeah, Craig, as you step into that tile, you're you hear some scuttling, and you take kind of a nervous step back, and a big swarm of spiders pops up, kind of out of the openings from the chimney. All right, let me find how to do combat. Where is its initiative? How do you roll initiative from a... oh, there's a little init button.
Just click that button in it.
All right. Yeah, a little swarm of spiders pops out. And Logan, noticing the swarm of spiders and acting fast, what do you do?
Well, guess start squishing spiders before they get them.
Yeah, a 15 hits, roll damage.
Do I have anything else I can really do this early?
All right. Is there anything else you're doing on that turn or no?
Oh, a bonus action punch again. I didn't know that was already available.
Yeah, a 20 also hit. For 6 damage. All right.
Fucking spiders, Richard. Oops. Didn't mean to click.
1 second, I put my net down. The spiders
Exposed.
So is that your turn, Logan?
Yep.
All right. Wendell also, after being that spaced out, still somehow noticing, quickly reacts. What do you do?
I'm gonna look at the swarm of spiders and go, ew! And my hand just kind of like goes up as like a knee-jerk reaction. And the spiders feel uneasy, I guess the best way to say it. And I cast Mind Sliver.
All right.
Ugh.
So they have to make an intelligence saving throw.
Isn't it strength?
Uh,
Oh, the thing's
I don't know why it
broken.
says strength in there. I'll fix it. Oh, 13's a success.
All right. Although I did just realize that, Logan, your punches look like they weren't as effective as if this would have been a whole creature, given it's a swarm.
I'm just hoping I'm punching some swaths of spiders.
And then Wendell is just going to take a step back from the spiders. And that's his turn.
Oh yeah, you were in this doorway here?
Yeah, I was right here.
All right. The spiders do not take an opportunity attack because they're spiders.
Yay!
All right, Mitch. What do you do after hearing Wendell yell at you and Logan punching something?
Also said Rickard Rickard's goddamn spiders.
Ricker's
Rickard.
red.
Richard, I mean.
Ricker's
Rickard red,
yellow.
yeah.
Richard of the Yellow
Rickard's
Sea,
yellow.
my friend.
Hey, old man, did you hear anything?
What?
Yeah, me neither. You should probably go first. And I do nothing.
All right. What do you do on your turn, Colton?
What's going on over here? And I move up to here. Do I
Gross
see the
stuff.
spiders?
Yeah, you do see the spiders kind of pouring out in this tile, skittering around on the ground.
That doesn't look good. And I start to waggle my fingers, and I say, Ignis! And I cast Firebolt.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, a 19 hits.
I'm a little rusty. I haven't done that one in decades.
The firebolt kind of hits one singular spider in the swarm, and then just dissipates into the wet wood.
Got him.
But you did, old man.
All right.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna whip out the lute, sling it in front of me, start strumming a couple very, very simplistic strings, and go, "Oh, itsy spiders came out of the fireplace, but they decided to leave once they saw Richard's face." Oh! On a on a table and cast Vicious Mockery, as bards do.
On Richard?
I feel like that's the target, Richard.
No, I've casting it on the spiders. So that's a DC 13.
Is a wisdom save?
I think that's vicious mockery. Yeah.
Save. Sorry, the damage roll, I guess it'll go through it.
Alright, they fail and look sad.
They have a disadvantage on their next attack.
Hooray!
Oh, I forgot about that part. Alright, is that it for your turn?
That'll be it.
Alright, so conveniently have their disadvantage now. Alright, I need to edit their sheet really quick because I forgot to make it. I don't want them to always roll with advantage. Alright, so they are as annoyed as a group of spiders can be, kind of skittering towards Richard because he's the one who disturbed them. So they're skittering towards him, and they're going to actually stand underneath him, which is going to make it really convenient to move. And they're just going to kind of bite at your ankles and start... Yeah, that's it. They're just going to bite at you.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice tell.
Wow. That's nice, tell.
And that's a disadvantage, right?
Yep. So does a 5 hit.
A 5 does not.
All right, and that's all the spiders do. Gringus.
He's gonna take a step to the side and look down the hallway. Well, it's a bit tight in there for us, big boy. As I say to Gore.
I just nod my head back at you.
Oh, watch this way.
Oh, it is
And I
nervous.
right here.
All right, Richard, you're up.
So I'm gonna laugh at all these shitty spiders. And I'm gonna move over here. And I'm gonna create a bonfire. Right on top of all the spiders.
Oh my god. All right, they'll make a dex save with their little spider legs. I have no idea why this ambient music just had a tree fall, but
We'll go with it.
I'm not hearing any ambient music.
It's really quiet. You got to turn up the
yeah,
volume.
this one's like absurdly quiet for no reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right, I think it saves and takes no damage. Yep.
Yep. They somehow move out of the way of the fire.
Yep, the little spiders. I don't know, I've seen spiders crawl into a fire pit and then crawl out.
True.
All right.
Especially with Richard using his little fucking flint to start a fire over here, they had time to scuttle.
Is that all you do on your turn, Craig?
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything for bonus action.
Yeah, I don't think... Not a level 1 druid.
No, I don't think I got anything for that. So no, that's my turn.
All right. Sigvald, you're up.
Perfect. Same thing as last time.
Gonna catch these hands.
Be back in a sec.
A 9 misses. A 14 hits. All right.
Are you just trying to stomp on him at this point?
Yeah, basically.
All right. Yeah, you punch down at the spider and you squish a few. Again, looks like punches aren't as effective given it's a bunch of little things.
Damn swarm of spiders, Richard.
The spiders, look, their numbers are dwindling. But that's about it. Yeah, is that your turn, Logan?
Yep.
All right, Wendell.
All right. I look at the group of spiders, and I just go away, and cast Mind Sliver again.
Oh, it's fixed to an int save.
Yep.
All right.
Nice. So they take 6 psychic damage, and the next saving throw they make before the end of my turn, they have to subtract a d4.
All right. You see quite a bit of the spiders at this point have kind of curled up, and they're doing the thing where they're laying on their back with all their legs curled into them. There's quite a substantial amount of spiders at this point that are squished or curled. And if that's your turn, Gore.
I'm gonna come stand here and keep watch down this hallway, peeking down every once in a while.
All right. At this point, I will say that a pretty large gust of wind rattles the house and kind of slams the front door shut.
That's not ominous.
What was that?
So storm's brewing outside.
Yeah, Gore is right. The weather is a lot worse than when you left the town. All right, Bobson, you're up.
All right, let's try this again. And he like cracks his arthritic knuckles. Ignis.
The tree creaking was your knuckles cracking.
11, unfortunately, does not hit. As your fireball kind of just hits the gap within all the spiders.
Little buggers are moving too quick.
Hell, Richard. Fucking
All right.
snail will be moving too quick.
Brett, you're up.
Oh, they're hairy with such beady eyes. They're almost as ugly as my ex's mother.
Fucking got her.
vicious mockery.
And that's a wisdom save, right? Yeah.
And I have to subtract a
Yeah.
d4 from it.
All right.
Not that it
Or I
matters.
don't think you need to.
Some of the spiders die. I'm not gonna
Just a
roll the
little-
d4.
If they roll a 0, then they have to take double damage.
Is that a real rule? Because that'd be
No.
pretty cool. All right. So the spiders.
Just for sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yep. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Brett.
Just for a little bit of flair, whenever I do vicious mockery, basically my eyes kind of flare up a light blue, and then just like a crackle of like blue kind of sparkly light just kind of flashes on whatever I'm attacking.
I gives a little zap while he's at it.
Brett, the
Magic.
mic peeking machine.
Birds.
Yep. I'm gonna have to
Go
figure out a
fucking-
different voice. Wow.
All right. So the spiders, annoyed at the monk punching them, moves into his square to, escape the fire and bites up at him at disadvantage. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
God, these spiders are fantastic. All right, Gringus.
My slippers have thwarted them.
I like how it's actually just real people getting rid of a bunch of spiders, but some of us are magicking them.
Pretty much.
Well, Gringus is gonna look down the hallway, then take a look down at his big dwarf gut, and then wander over here. Or Gore, that's a fine-looking lance. Good for more than fishing, I presume.
Can I answer him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my weapon of choice in the Navy whenever I had to,
Oh, I bet. And that's it for me.
All right, Richard. What do you do?
Seeing that they somehow dodged my fire, I'm gonna pull out my harpoon and start swinging my harpoon at What's the fuck's your name?
Sigvald.
Sigvald.
Sigvald's feet at the spiders.
All right.
Jesus, watch my feet.
Unfortunately, a 9 misses as you kind of stab, kind of right in front of Sigvald's feet there. But yeah, don't hit Sigvald. But the spiders were on the other side of Sigvald.
And then I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way because the spiders are scaring me.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's everything.
All right, Sigvald. You got a group of spiders under your feet.
God damn it, Richard, you pussy. Well, I stand here and go back to kicking at him. Slippered strike.
All right, a 19 hit. As does an 18. All right, as you kind of bring your foot down the last few times and kill the spiders.
Ha ha.
Sigvald, my hero.
You know it, baby.
There is an absurd amount of squished spiders all over the ground. But yeah, that's the, I guess the first combat of the session was a group of spiders.
Great
Which
success.
I did not expect to be the first combat.
Very nice. All right, I'm gonna open.
Did he actually
this
pull
door
that
here.
rock out?
I don't know if that's what triggered the spiders or if me stepping into the square triggered the spiders.
Yeah, the rock is almost out, but you kind of didn't finish pulling it out as the spiders scared you out of the tile.
Well, I'm gonna finish pulling it out.
All right. You pull it out, and it turns out it was actually a box where the front was kind of painted to look like a piece of the stone. Inside the box, you find 30 copper pieces and 2 small pouches of, well, you're not sure what they are.
I'm gonna pocket them.
All right.
So 30 copper and 2 unknown pouches.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'll open one of the pouches and have a look inside.
It's filled with, almost looks like a spice blend.
I'll put this in my coffee tomorrow morning.
All right.
I will be jumping down from the table that I'm standing on and kind of looking around to see if there's any kind of like papers or any kind of documents or anything that might tell a little more about this place.
Yeah, you take a look around and you notice that the table's pretty much barren. You get the feel that anything that would have been here previously is either been looted or just wasn't ever there. This room's pretty unconsequential.
Okay. This room seems like a bust. Shall we move on to the next area?
I'm gonna open the door over here.
All right, the door opens with 0 resistance.
Walk in.
All right, inside you see a what the fuck was that?
Jesus.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, you're telling me.
balcony breaks off. See
All
you
right.
later, window.
Well, I'm gonna use that as flavor.
Guys.
So you walk into the room, and as you step in, the what used to be a nice looking dining table has the one side just broke off. It looks like it finally rotted through. Around the room, you just see more kind of broken furniture. There's nothing really of. Most of the stuff's broken. And there's a heap of dishes in the northwest corner. You get the sense this used to be a dining room.
Go jump in them, break them.
The dust that gets kicked up, I just sneeze and then walk out of the room and start heading back down the hall.
All
Where
right.
does this dust trail go? Because I've kind of lost this dust trail now.
It goes under your feet towards the door right in front of Wendell.
Oh, okay. Looks like something was dragged through that door in front of you there, little man.
Okay. And he just walks forward and opens the door.
There is a door here too.
Oh, I see.
These are both doors.
He would open this one, then the first.
All right. I hope that. Yep. All right. So you open the door again. Nothing is locked. And I'd like you to make a quick perception check.
All right. I'm gonna use a charge of 4 knowledge for advantage.
Can I use my 20 or my 16?
Good thing I used that. Could have rolled a 0.
Some hot stats you got, Blake.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys both notice. That this trail leads into this door. Because there's a door there.
All right. I open that door, following the trail that I've just now noticed.
All right. The door. Oops, I am apparently drawing on the dynamic light. I wanted to. There we go. Yeah. The door opens without any hesitation. Inside the room. Well, I guess I should describe the last room. Sorry. So the last room is a dirty and damp kitchen. Has patches of gray mold and cobweb strewn about the floor and the walls, ceiling. In the southwest corner, there's some cooking equipment made of what looks like rusted out iron, and there's a chimney above it. Next to the cooking equipment is a window that's cracked and discolored. To the right of the sink, there is a closed wooden cupboard. It's fixed to the wall about 5 feet above the floor. And against the far wall, a flight of wooden stairs leads upwards from west to east, so I guess the way the arrow's pointing. There's a few steps missing, and the steps overall look like you could go up if you wanted, but they've seen better days, like most of this house.
All right. Start walking up the stairs.
At the
Going
back
upstairs.
The back of the hallway, Gringus is just standing there waiting for Bobson to move, and he looks back at Gore. I think he fell asleep.
Or maybe he's dead.
Standing up.
Oi! And I give him a little poke in the arm.
Hey, stop that. That's rude. And I start shuffling down the hallway.
All right. So yeah, at this point, there's the set of stairs here that go up, and another set of stairs here that go down. But I'll describe the second room as well. So this other room that Wendell and Richard are in, they are even more damp and decayed than the rest of the house has been. There's significantly more mold than there was before. There's a large copper cask split and empty sitting against the north wall. And yeah, there is a set of stairs that lead downstairs into what you can presume is a cellar.
And the drag marks head that way.
Yeah, with Richard walking in, you would notice that there is a set of tracks that head down the stairs.
Okay, yeah, I only seen them up to the door.
Yeah, I forgot to draw them.
Yeah, so, alright, there's drag marks down the stairs, guys. Lead the way, little man.
You got it. And I just keep walking.
As
Going
soon as you
downstairs.
step on the top step, you hear an absolutely deafeningly loud, ear-splitting shriek that kind of echoes from the cellar below.
Well, that's not good. And I keep walking down the stairs.
Oh my
Did anyone
god.
hear that faint squeak?
I make sure to step on the exact same spots.
All right, so you guys are heading down the stairs?
Yep. I guess
All
I'm
right.
third in line.
A little bit of my bravado is now a little dampened, but still soldiering.
So, as every single one of you step on that top step, that same shriek echoes from the basement. All right, let me...
Once I step back off and step on it again. Does it do it again?
Yep.
I just bust out laughing and just follow nonchalantly down.
All right, so Wendell was first. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Sorry, let me put you guys down on the other floor. Okay, Wendell. That's... Oh my god, I'm scuffed. Wendell. Fuck it. You know, you guys funneled in here. You can rearrange yourself however you want.
So I'm intrigued by the step. I want to investigate it further. I'm gonna like prod it with my cane, my quarterstaff.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and make an. Oh wait. I actually need you guys all to make DC 12. Oh, fuck. Wisdom saves.
Oh.
The people that went downstairs or everyone?
Probably everyone that could hear it.
Yeah, everyone that could hear it.
I'm just gonna put this in chat. Would
Never
this
mind.
matter, Brighton?
Yeah, that would matter.
Nice. Wisdom save. Nope.
I ain't afraid of it. God damn.
My passive perception would have noticed anything.
No, there is nothing to notice there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just step on a squeaky step.
Yeah, like without anything, it it looks just like a step. But Colton, if you're investigating it further, could you make me an Arcana check?
Certainly.
All right. I don't know if enchants really leave too much, but you get the feeling that a magic mouth was cast here to make that sound.
How devious. Someone wants us to believe there's mice squeaking at the bottom of this step.
All right.
If we failed that save, we are scared of the basement.
You are frightened for 1 hour. And
What is-
so you have disadvantage of all ability checks for an hour, and you can repeat the save every 5 minutes. How do you put a little icon on people?
It'll be the little circle thing when you click on the tokens.
All right, what's a good frightened one?
The guy screaming.
Right, I think you get to roll again.
Why?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
No,
For some
I
reason,
don't
I
think it's
thought
a
he was.
charm. I think I'm okay with charms, but
Yeah,
I assume that. Oh, yeah.
yeah. I don't think it would do anything.
So Gringus failed. Brett failed. Old man's good. Gore is like definitely good. He doesn't give a fuck. Sigvald's good. Bobson's good, and Wendell is a bitch.
Hey, I mean it's true.
Oof.
Like how he's actually got a brave trait and he's a bitch right off the bat.
Yep.
You know, we should rather be heading back soon before this storm gets much worse. If you excuse me, let's start making the way back to town. It's gonna get very rainy very soon. I'm gonna start making my way towards the door.
I'm
I'm still going
afraid I'm too.
downstairs.
What was that?
I'm still going downstairs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't give a flying fuck about whatever that was, so I'm heading down. After dancing on it and realizing the step made the noise.
Quite a simple enchantment, I assure you. Nothing to be afraid of.
Has your
No one's coming back with me? Huh. Yes, well, wouldn't want to leave you all by yourselves. And kind of like come back and then kind of stand really close to Gore, the biggest force in the room right now.
all right?
Don't worry, Camisole. I'll look after you.
Look, just call me Callan. Callan will be fine.
Palin. Okay.
Look at them palling around.
All right, so you guys head down the stairs.
Yep.
Yep.
I will try to go last.
All right. I think I have all your tokens there, and you should see.
Oh, there we go.
Rich,
That doesn't look good.
Block.
I can't see anything. So I'm going to cast light on the cage on the front of my stick.
All right. So I have made you a little light.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm on the wrong layer here. Okay, you summoned your little light. Cool.
Yeah, I got it.
Man, I keep leaving these stupid dots everywhere by accident. All right, so I guess before you guys run around everywhere, Craig, you notice something almost wriggling on this dead guy.
Hey, there's something regulating over there.
Wriggling, kind of very similar to what you are familiar with as rot grubs.
I'm going to walk up to it. Give it a big old sniff.
All right, well, so
Not like it.
shoulder height wooden bottle hat racks line the north and west walls. There appears to be absolutely not one intact bottle on any of the racks. Yeah, in the center of the room, there is a human corpse clad in plate mail, a long sword lied by his side, and a large shield covering his legs.
I'm gonna lift the shield. See what's underneath the shield.
His crushed legs.
What's in the box?
All right. Well, so as soon as you touch the body, you get attacked by rot grubs. So I need everybody to roll initiative again.
These things are actually aggressive. But they're just like,
There's a reason I described them a few times as being bad.
I took them as like maggots, not actually aggressive. But
Yeah, no, they're dangerous enough that they'll make an entire dock halt whatever it's doing to deal with them.
Super gross.
hey, yeah, no, I misinterpreted what you had said earlier. My bad.
That's all right. Let me get these rot
Damn, he
grubs
shit his
out.
pants when those came out.
All right, so I think everybody's initiative's good except the rot grubs. Thank God. They do. I guess let me read. Yeah, I'll say they do not get their jump or their instant attack because you were aware of their presence before you started fucking with the corpse. Oh, and they are stuck together, but there is a second one that is also there. So yeah, there's two distinct swarms that were absolutely infesting this guy.
They grubbed him good.
All right, Brett, what do you do?
I'm lost. I'm like, oh, you're really gross and icky. Oh, you are almost as ugly as my mother. And I'm gonna cast vicious mockery and then try to run back up the stairs.
Almost as rotting maggots.
Oh god.
Oh,
I'll run into
Sorry.
door and get kind of stuck on the. You know, it might be a good idea to go back upstairs.
After I hear that, I nudge Wendell. Look, I hope we don't run into his mother then.
I didn't mean to say mother. That scared.
Were you
No,
attacking
like-
the top or bottom one? I guess it doesn't matter
Top one.
because of 14 saves.
Yeah.
Wendell just kind of like thinks about it for a half second. He's like, oh yeah, I guess not.
All right, so you run back up the stairs, Brett?
I kind of get up and I see Gore and I kind of stop.
All right.
He can get by me though, right?
Yeah. You guys can always squeeze past each other. None of these corridors are tight enough where you couldn't.
Okay.
So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Although you guys have to be careful and step on separate steps, so it's really awkward, but completely doable, and there's no chance of failure. But yeah, all right. So if that's your turn, Wendell, what do you do?
All right, I'm gonna move over to here and looking at the rot grubs. I'm gonna tell them to go away and cast Bane on them.
All right. Do you want to click the Bane spell again? I don't remember what it does.
Oh yeah, I'll. Nope, that's the wrong thing.
Bane's a good spell.
All right. Well, they both rolled zeros.
Nice. So minus a D4 from any attack or save they make.
All
As
right.
long as I have concentration.
Good old Wendell Pisspot.
Hey.
Wendell's petting all the maggots, telling them they're going to be okay.
I told them to go away.
It'll be okay. Pings them.
All right. So if that's Wendell's turn, then
Yep.
Gringus.
Well, after hearing what Collindall said, I'm going to take one step to try and go back upstairs and trip the screaming alarm and realize I really don't want to be alone at this time. So I'm going to squeeze past Gore down the stairs. Oh, pardon me. Just getting by. And I'm going to hit this one.
All right, an 11 hits. All right.
I have Great Weapon Master. I can reroll that way, right? I mean, two-weapon fight, Great Weapon Fighting.
I think so.
Who's can be rerolled? Yep.
Hey.
Oh,
Nice.
opposite ends of the spectrum.
All right. So yeah,
I'm on the
you
spectrum.
kind of bring a big overhead slash down at them, and it definitely hurts. It does look like it does less damage than you'd have expected, but that's because it's a swarm. And you were attacking the top one.
That's it.
Sorry, I lost my... All right. Bobson.
Bobson is going to get a good shot at this, and third time's the charm. Ignis.
Yeah, 23 hits. Roll down. All right. So the fireball kind of hits the rot grubs, and it seems a lot stronger than you used to your fireball doing. So it kills off a good section of them, kind of burning them alive, and yeah, there's still a bunch there. You
With fire.
were you attacking the top or bottom one?
The top one.
All right. So Gore. Oh, I guess Bob, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Gore.
Nothing to fear, man. And I'll step past Calendar and walk down to here and attack this with my lance.
All right.
That's the big book.
All right. Yeah, an 18 definitely hit.
Wow.
All right. Similar to Sigvald, you get the feeling that your damage is not as effective as it would have been on a whole target. But you skewer a section of rock grubs.
And that's it for me.
All right. Sigvald, you're up.
Up here, and I start beating the shit out of this one.
13 hits. As does a 16. All right. So, similar to the other the punches and jabs, these rock grubs seem to be taking a bit less damage than you would have hoped, but you squish a big section of rot grub. And then so that's your turn, I believe. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Richard, you're up.
I'm going to grab my harpoon and start poking with it.
All right. Yeah. A 10 hits. All right. So this first pile of rot grubs here, you kind of skewer through them, and you kill almost all of them. Although you feel like if this was not a swarm, you would have done more damage. There is a singular rot grub left. But yeah, is that your turn?
I'm gonna bonus action spit at it.
The moisture makes it sprout 100 more. God damn it, Richard.
Yep, make a dex check.
They're like
Disadvantage 'cause
gremlins.
I didn't mean to make two. I only
Yeah,
made
your
one.
spit misses.
frightened.
Jesus. Fucking you spit on me with that accuracy. Jesus.
I don't know. You seem like the kind of guy who likes spit in your mouth once in a while.
All right. So this top rock grub is going to wiggle towards Richard astoundingly fast and try to make a bite at him. Except they're baned, right? Which gives them a minus 1d4.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Here's their bite. I'm assuming a 5 misses, so I don't even need the d4.
You do. No, I'm just kidding. It misses.
All right. Does a 2 hit?
2 misses.
All right. And then the
Thank God
second.
my AC's 3.
Thank God my AC's 3. All right, and then the second rot grub is going to. Well, it's not very smart, so it's just going to attack the closest thing to it. Similar to the previous one, the swarm is kind of going to just move towards you a lot faster than you would have expected, given how stupid they look. And it's going to try to bite at Gringus. Does a 1 hit.
No.
All right. Good thing they rolled less than a 1. All right, and that's all they do. Brett, what do you do?
Look, you like those things are barely putting up a fight out there. Less than a grub. I don't know. I'm losing all my wits about me here. This is mockery. I just yell.
I don't know. Vicious mockery.
Are you making fun of the top or bottom one?
Top one.
Yep.
Oh.
A 13.
Still a pass.
Damn it.
Damn. All right. It does not look phased as much as a single maggot cannot look phased. All right. Brett, is that your turn?
Yep.
As soon as I said you missed, Morgan really loudly yelled from the basement, "Fuck."
He's really invested.
I'd say. All right. Wendell, what do you do?
All right. I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver on the top rot grubs. So intelligence saving throw minus a d4, cause yeah.
These things are not intelligent. Oh my god.
They take 3 psychic damage.
Yeah, that grub just explodes.
Alright.
Would have been good fish bait.
It's gonna take a oops. I'm gonna take a step over to here, and that'll end my turn.
All right. No, they don't make good fish bait.
The opposite of that. They're a parasite. You don't want them to use them as bait.
Aren't worms parasite? Isn't that what
No.
we use worms for?
No, worms are just worms.
I thought worms were parasites, but
All right, Gringus.
Like earthworms? No.
Well,
And even if you ate a tapeworm, it probably still wouldn't live. You need to eat their eggs in order for their life cycle to kick in.
Gross.
I'd say.
I learned something new today.
The more you
That's
know.
not my kids that.
Well, Gringus
Biology.
is pretty disgusted at this thing. He's gonna back up one space.
They do not take an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I got a glaive.
Nice. All right, yeah, 14 hits. Yeah, you slice off a section of rock grub as they kind of just squish into the two separate halves.
That's it.
All right, Bobson. Yep, a 17 hits. All right. Yeah, similar to the last one, these things did not like fire that much, and your firebolt kind of just somehow they lined up perfectly, and it just goes through the whole line, and they all die. And that's it.
I haven't had that much fun in 20 years.
Nice shot, old man.
Ha ha ha. Ida hasn't even been around that long.
Oh, God.
Ida's like 90.
With the mind of a 20-year-old.
Oh, no, she's old.
Fuck you guys, roll.
All right, and with that, we're gonna take a quick break. Except breaks are more awkward to set up. Once.
Brain's order from Grubhub has arrived.
All right, and we're back. Although I'm still scuffed. All right, as a quick recap, the boys were ushered into this house through listening to what seemed to be a drunkenly brave citizen of Saltmarsh. They got a quick tour of the town that highlighted some of the buildings. Definitely didn't hit all of them. There's still more to find. And then they started walking towards the house. As they were walking, a majority of the people following bitched out, and they all turned around with making up some excuse, mostly that they need more alcohol, which isn't a complete lie. The boys walked into the house, did a bit of exploring, but for the most part just followed the trail outlined before them that Richard noticed with his somehow godly passive perception all the years of being a fisherman. They went downstairs, noticing a magic mouth spell on the top of the step, and came down the stairs to destroy some rot grubs. We now join them kind of back in the cellar that they entered. So, yeah, I previously described it, I believe. Yeah, there is a dust path that led down the stairs. And I guess upon bringing that up, Richard does point out that it in fact continues into this wall here. Also, I guess Richard will point out, after having kind of touched the guy sitting there, you get the feeling that after dealing with the rot grubs, this plate mail is pretty close to being usable. If somebody could haul it out, you could definitely get it repaired and have it be worth something. How much does plate mail weigh? Like 65 pounds? $15 times your strength mod. So you could carry 180 pounds. Or yeah, score, not mod. So yeah, you could carry 180, and you're currently carrying a lot less. Yep. No, I would say, I'm guessing you're gonna try to put it on. Just sorry, Brett told me I broke stream. Or Blake. Yeah. You could probably. How much AC does plate mail give you?
Which I believe is 15 plus
14
my
plus dex modifier.
Or yeah, 14 plus
Max
dex.
2.
Yep.
All right, I have no idea what happened with the fail dice.
Failed, I guess.
And that one itself out of existence.
Oh,
So
what
if
the
you take
fuck?
if you take the plate off of that, would I just take the rest of it, or would we just call that the entire armor?
There it is.
All right, somehow saved it. I don't know how it got moved down there. I think you could theoretically make it half plate, right? But yeah, I'm gonna say it's too rough to kind of put any of it on. It's dinted enough that it would be more cumbersome than it would be adding value. It's like dinted in a bunch of places, and it looks like this guy had a really rough time.
Okay.
I guess I'll take it all then.
At
Yeah,
this point,
the-
would 5 minutes have passed since we stepped on the step?
yeah, I'd say it would. You guys can all make a. Anybody feared can make another wisdom save.
Hey.
Yep. That checked out.
All right, so I think Wendell and Gringus are no longer scared. Yep. Good point. You guys get disadvantage on the ability checks. Oh, I guess the ability checks isn't saves, right?
No.
Right.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't get disadvantage.
Or else first level exhaustion would be a bitch.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna walk up to this fireplace and try to inspect its craftsmanship with a history check.
I'm going to assist him and tell him to watch out for spiders.
I take a step back the second he mentioned spiders.
Me as well. I'll go stand beside the short man.
All right.
So go stand next to you guys.
All right. Yeah, give me a history check.
I get +2.
Oh. All right. Yeah, with a 14, you know, it's a pretty nicely crafted fireplace. It's similar to what you would have envisioned the house to look like before it was left to rot for the last 30-ish years. You do kind of notice that, you know, it looks like it shares a chimney with another fireplace that's shoddily hidden behind like a false wall, but there is definitely smoke coming through there, and it's not lit on this half of the fireplace.
Something behind this wall.
Follow the dragged body trail.
We'll start looking at the wall, kind of trying to figure out a way to like get through it.
All right. Yeah, I guess whoever's actively looking for a way to open this wall, make me a investigation check.
Like how Gore still rolled better than me with a nat 1.
All right. So you guys all spend a bit of time looking at the wall and don't really notice anything. It just looks like a wall. And then Gringus shows up and is like, "You guys are idiots," and just pushes the wall because there was nothing actually keeping it closed. It was just to push. Although
Wow, you sure are smart.
Ha ha ha! Look what I found. As I push Gringus out of the way and take claim for his find.
I'm gonna try to push him down.
Shove attack! Shove attack!
yeah, so I guess Are you actually trying to push him out of the way? You're letting him open the door.
No, as soon as he finds it, I'm pushing him out of the way. I'm taking claim on this.
Good luck. He's like 300 pounds.
All right.
Body him.
Yeah. Make a strength. Both of you, I guess, make strength checks or athletics if you're proficient in it.
Oh,
All right. So
Unstoppable force.
yeah, I'll say that you put up a decent fight, but ultimately Gringus doesn't move, and he just pushes open the door. Although he's rewarded with shit that did not give you light through. Interesting. I don't know why that didn't give you light. Oh, that's the whole map.
Everyone make a deck save.
There you go. You can see.
The whole world moves around us.
Sorry, give me 1 second. And yeah, Gringus is rewarded with, well, an arrow to the face as these guys were waiting.
Oh.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Who are these jokers?
Oh shit, it wasn't open.
I think it'll still put it in the turn order. As long as you have your token clicked.
Does it?
Yeah, I'm in there, right?
Is
Oh, yeah,
initiative
I think it does.
I'm guessing initiative is technically an ability check, right?
Yes, what your jack of all trades or whatever it is for a bard.
Well,
does
Jack of all
with
trades
initiative.
works
That's
with
at second level.
initiative. I don't actually know if initiative is an ability check, though.
Yeah,
it
it
does
is.
count as one.
All right.
For the sake
So
of
that
jack of all
means I'm at
trades, it is.
disadvantage. Okay.
Yep. You
Oh, yeah, I
and
suppose so.
I think you're the last one that's infected. Or afraid, not infected.
I think
Oh shit,
both
I'm
were-
still infected, so mine's
Yeah,
at disadvantage as well.
Oh, I just didn't re-put an icon.
But mine should be 12, not 14, no.
Alright, so you should have... you are Richard. So what was yours then, Brett? An 8.
Mine was 8. Was the actual with disadvantage. I got an 8 and an 11. So it's still the right one that I got. Tracker.
Yeah, mine needs to be switched to a 12.
I think I did, right? Richard. Alright. So, yeah, these guys were ready for you, so this scout does get its surprise longbow to the face attack. And it misses. Because apparently none of my creatures can roll. But yeah.
Being a DM yet?
Danzelo the Invisible felt the same pain.
Yep.
Yep. But yeah, all right. So the arrow, as soon as you push open the door, whizzes and just clatters against the wall right beside you guys and does nothing. Mitch, what would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to walk up to here, and I'm about to add some flavor to my character, so bear with me. So this is going to happen every single time I rage. So
like
my
it.
character, he wears beads around his wrist that were given to him by someone. They look really girly
Shows
compared
them
to
up to
everything.
dance.
Compared to everything else that represents him. So he takes his beads off, shoves them in his pocket so they don't get wrecked. His tattoos begin to glow a little bit, and his hair changes color. It turns from a dark brown to a white, and I enter full rage mode.
Ooh, I like
Got
it.
Ultra Instinct.
Ah.
And I'm not actually. I wasn't actually. I'm gonna walk Not to where I was, but to here instead.
The legendary Super Sand.
And I'm going to make an attack against this guy.
Which one? The right one or the left?
Right, I can hit him through the door's right here.
Yeah, the door just kind of like folded against this wall, and it's...
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to attack this guy right here with my lance.
Alright.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, the lance misses.
Feels bad, man. I end my turn.
Alright, so apparently I didn't make these guys' character sheets, so tracking HP is annoying, but... okay, yeah, if that's your turn, Wendell, you're up.
Was it this guy back here who shot the arrow?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to move up behind Gringus, and looking directly at that guy, I'm going to go, "Hey, that wasn't very nice!" And I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt at him, using a charge of foreknowledge for advantage.
Oh? Alright. I don't know what Chaos Bolt does. This will be interesting.
24 to hit.
Oh, yeah, I'd say a 24 hit.
Alright. So, I have to check the damage dice. It'll do cold damage. So, 11 points of cold damage. As this warbling mass of chaotic, like, primal energy just, like, throws at this guy.
Alright, yeah, he takes the 11 points of cold damage.
Alright. And then I'm going to go over here. End of my turn.
Whoa.
Yeah, he
Such a fun spell.
did not like that attack.
Yep, I was hoping to do a bounce there, but oh well.
Alright. So the scout kind of takes the hit, stumbles back a little bit, and then just refreshes herself and is still standing. Alright. So if that's your turn, Sigvald, you're up.
What's happening here? Huh. Is this the one getting butter blasted?
This one got butter blasted.
Hmm.
I will say that most of this shit is not occupying enough of the squares to be like this stuff, for example. You can stand in that square, like unless it's like a table or a fireplace or a bed or something.
Alright. Well, this is just a person?
Yep, they're all just 3 people. They just kind of look like some ruffians.
Alright, well, I'm gonna knock this one out. Like, non-lethally.
Alright.
If I finish her.
Yeah, a 24 hit. Alright.
And sucker punch again. 8 misses.
The 7 knocks her on her ass and she is unconscious on the ground.
Nice.
Good night.
Level
Well,
1.
that's my turn then.
Alright, Bobson, you're
One
up.
of us. One of us.
Bobson has nodded off again. Here. And so he's just gonna pass his turn.
I love it.
Yeah.
Alright, Richard, you're up.
Okay. I love it.
Take a step inside the room. And this guy's unconscious?
The guy in front of Logan is. I guess I could do a skull on them.
And which guy looks more beat up?
The other two have yet to be touched.
Ah. Okay, I am going to throw a net at this one on the left.
All right. You win on a tie, right?
I think
Defender wins on a tie.
All right. Your net starts to wrap around them, and they kind of panic and shove it off, and the net does not hit.
Oh no, equal to or more.
yeah.
That would be a hit. Yeah,
Tie
sorry,
Oh.
I was thinking something else.
All right. So I lied. None of that happened. A net has no effect on creatures that are formless or creatures that are huge or larger. A creature can use its action. All right. So it is restrained.
it is restrained, and I believe it takes 1 damage. But I could be wrong. That's just how it was put into roll 20 for me. It's not even a roll, it's just a...
Interesting.
It
looks like it takes 1 plus your dex mod. Oh,
Yeah,
sure. He gets hit in the face with a net. He takes 1 damage.
Yeah, that's just how roll 20 put it in for me. I don't even think I put in the net, I just dragged it over.
All right. Does anybody remember what restrain does?
Speed becomes 0. You have advantage on attacks against it, and it has disadvantage on its attacks.
Yep.
All right.
He's definitely netted up.
And it has disadvantage on dex saves.
Oh yeah.
Just all that, but he can still dodge everything in his net cocoon. I fireball him, he just rolls away.
Fucking
Well,
net.
I guess if it's anything like athletics, it's still a disadvantage.
Yeah. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
No bonus action.
Brett, you're up.
Right. I try to grit my teeth and put on a little bit braver of a face and kind of yell out. And as the explorers found their way into the basement, they were beset upon by some brigands. And those brigands were surely pathetic and lonely and inept. And what they did not know was that they had a bolsterous and brawny warrior about to come their way by the name of Gringus. And he was going to make them have a very bad day. Just kind of like basically just like giving this prose out, basically narrating the scene. Simultaneously casting Vicious Mockery on this guy and trying to inspire Gringus.
My
Right.
knowledge overpowered.
So you're vicious mockering this guy and using a bardic inspiration on Gringus?
Yes.
All right.
So Vicious Mockery with my action, Bardic Inspiration with my bonus. Just kind of flavoring it all into one little speech.
Yeah, I like it.
That's save.
All right. So the bandit kind of laughs and, you guys won't get any further than this. And he's not really confident in that, considering you just came in and punched his friend in the face and she's on the floor.
Okay, and so yeah, the Gringus has Bardic Inspiration. For 10 minutes.
Nice. Alright, well, Gringus is gonna run into the room. Here I am! And he's gonna try to smash this guy that's in the net.
Nice. And yeah, I believe you get advantage.
Yep.
Oh, yep, a 19 hits. Roll damage. All right. You just bust in the room manly and slam your glaive down on this guy and just decapitate him. He falls over in the net dead.
Sorry, where's the advantage from? It's not from me.
He's
believe.
attacking
restrained.
this guy and he's restrained in the net.
Oh,
He has a
got you.
glaive,
I
so he has the
misunderstood.
10
Gotcha.
feet.
That's it for Vegas.
All right. Oh, I forgot to move it. So this bandit is scared, but can't really run anywhere. So he is going to kind of, he's going to try to attack Gringus because Gringus just decapitated his friend. And a decapitation is a bit more fearful than a punch.
Decapitation!
So he's going to make a scimitar attack at you. Not with advantage. So a 14.
No dice.
And then he's a pussy, so he's going to try to run this way.
I guess
He ran down here and then around the corner.
I'm gonna punch him as he goes by, I guess.
Yeah, all three of you could get opportunity attacks. I think Mitch even can now that I actually look at it.
Yep.
So yeah,
So much range in this.
Oh my
This
god!
poor bitch. Well, if I'm gonna go
Oh.
unlethal, or yeah, non-lethal,
I'm not.
but everyone else is probably going fatal.
All right, well, since Gringus rolled first, he just brings his glaive down on this guy and cuts his head off too, and his body just falls there.
I'm gonna try and push. I'm gonna try and catch it and stick it into the wall with my lance.
Oh,
Yeah, you would have also killed him, so you impaled his head on the end of your lance, and his body just falls to the ground.
I'm gonna reach out and try to touch tips with Gore's weapon, if he'll allow it.
Sure.
We make quite the pair.
That's a mighty fine swing you got there.
All right, so you now have an unconscious smuggler in front of you.
We got cooking.
All right, so you go in the room. Now that you're kind of not in combat and looking around, it's lit by a torch. It's been converted into a living quarters. There's 10 crude beds against the south wall, each with its own wooden locker at its foot. There's as the picture is accurate, there's a long dinner table with a bunch of kind of ramshackle seats sitting around it. There's a cooktop with actively nothing on it. The picture's lying, there's no giant meat. But it is warm as if it was just actively used. It kind of seems like you just interrupted these guys' meal. There is a set of stairs going up here, and that's all you can see. I guess Mitch being down here, you do notice over here that there is 2 doors. One of them visibly barred, and the other just a wooden door.
So this is basically a Scooby-Doo plot. It's a bunch of people trying to scare away the locals.
I'm going to begin to tie this person up while you guys do stuff.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna go and take a look and see what they were eating.
Yeah, where does the drag bodies lead to?
You get the feeling that the drag, if we go back to here, the drag, I think you guys can see like this. Oh, you can't see that far. I guess I should have made this more clear, but the drag came kind of up the stairs from out of that room, and I guess I'll move. Sorry, I was supposed to group select you. The drag goes up to these stairs. And it ends... I guess you can't see up the stairs, but it ends in the room you're at.
Oh.
Oh,
the
so we were
drag
following
wasn't
the
coming.
wrong way.
We were coming from where the drag was coming from.
Yeah, you can't fully tell, but yeah, it's kind of what it seems like.
Okay, so the drag marks were going the opposite way that we're going right now then.
Yeah, well, you couldn't really tell by looking at them. They were just like a trough of dust with footsteps on either side, right? And the person was very careful on the way back to step in the same spot, so the footsteps are kind of just going both ways.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk
And
up.
they kind of end at this doorway then?
Yeah, it kind of looks like in this area there's not much dust anymore, where it's well clean for how, for bandits. It's at the very least a lot better shape than the rest of the house has been, although it's still pretty ramshackle. Like the stools are kind of in, their chairs from upstairs are made of shitty wood from upstairs.
Okay.
But
To turn around and notice as people are figuring stuff out there, I'm going to see our old dwarf friend is still asleep in the basement. I walk up and go, "Hello, my friend. We shall be moving on forward, I believe. It's best not be split up."
Yes, I was coming.
the tree just fell again. There was no tree still.
I'm gonna walk up, kicking all these little chests open.
They are all locked.
Oh, god damn it.
So you kick the first one, and it wiggles in its spot, and nothing happens.
Upon seeing Sigvald, noticing that all these chests are locked, I'm gonna start searching the body for stuff.
What?
At these doors.
What would that person have on them? All right, you don't find too much on that person. You get the feeling most of their stuff's probably in their chest, but you do find a short sword, a longbow, and 20 arrows.
Oh. Does Sigvald, do you have a crowbar?
Ah. I do.
I forgot to mention too,
I was gonna pass you mine.
on this person's body up here, you would have also found a longsword and shield that are in good condition, much unlike his plate mail, and also an explorer's pack, which I don't think contains anything that good, but it's there.
More rope
I
and
would
stuff.
probably have taken a doll.
All right. Yeah, so you get also a longsword and a shield and an explorer's pack minus the rations and food. It looks like that was taken.
Alright, I go over to Gore. "Hey, big boy, you want to help with this?" And as I shake the crowbar at a chest.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I will aid you. You roll with advantage.
Yeah, make me, I guess, a strength check for each one. With advantage, because Logan's helping.
Wow.
Alright. So there's 10 of them, so I guess 10 strength check.
Couple of. He's getting tired.
Alright, you open all but 3 of them.
What's in him as we open him?
So each one is pretty similar. It contains a tiny bit of money, and what appears to be some like common clothes. So out of all of them, since you opened 7, that you found 7 gold and about 14 silver pieces.
I'll just take 2 gold and the rest of you guys can divvy up.
That shield that I picked up, I'm going to equip it for the time being.
All right. Do you need proficiency to use a shield in anything?
Yeah. I think druids have shield proficiency, though.
As long as they're
They
metal.
do.
Yep.
And I believe a shield gives you a +2 AC.
Yep.
If I just being a druid, if I can wield it, I'll wield it.
Yep. Your net does require 2 hands to use, though, I think. I mean, it would make sense.
I'll just use my harpoon then for now.
All right.
I hand Sigval's crowbar back. I don't think these other 3 are even worth prying open. Not worth my time.
I agree. Thanks for the help.
Yep. I just give him all the money he can divvy it up how he wants to.
I just took my 2 and the rest is in a pile. You guys can do whatever you want with it.
Take a gold piece for my trouble.
I would also snatch one.
I'm going to take a look at whatever they were eating.
All right. So looking at the table, for the most part, there isn't a whole lot set. It looks like they kind of just finished their meal. But it actually looks not bad. They're eating some steak and potatoes, and they kind of have a bottle or a few bottles of beer sitting amongst the table.
Well, if we're all eating,
steak,
I'm gonna add a little.
about
I'm gonna
eating
add a little bit of surf to that turf.
You're not just carrying a fish, are you?
Well, I got a few fish in my inventory. I'm just gonna whip out and offer to the buffet.
So there's not.
That's why you smelled so bad.
I'll pass, and I just grab a steak and I just fucking eat it like a savage.
Yeah, there's not really enough food sitting there. Like the steak that's sitting there left, it almost looks like they literally were just finishing. So there's like 1 or 2 bites. Maybe the one guy that was a bit picky and cut off some fat.
What an asshole!
And like a spoonful of potatoes or 2. For the most part, they seem to pretty much live within their means and eat or are pretty good at cooking exactly what they need to survive and not very wasteful.
Hippies. I throw the bone at this one.
Can I check this barrel?
Yeah. Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, there's a lot of good stuff.
All right.
Oh,
it's a barrel.
Oh, yes. I'm not even gonna check inside because I know it's a barrel.
No,
friend, you found a barrel.
You kind of get the feeling that these barrels a few of them are just filled with water, and that one in particular had a tiny bit of mead left sitting at the bottom. Or whatever shitty alcohol would be. I don't know if mead's good or bad, but...
Moonshine.
Hey, Gringus, what's that big black arrow over there by the barrel?
I think it's a staircase.
Yep. It is a staircase leading up.
We do got 2 suspicious doors over here, don't we?
Yep. There is just a plain wooden door similar to the other ones you've seen, and then a barred door.
I'll start with the plain wooden one.
What do you mean by barred? It's like
there's a bar sitting across it.
Oh, like
It's a
if we
board.
we could take off the bar and we could see what's inside.
I just pictured the door having like little arms and a lute in hand.
I'm gonna
bar door.
put my ear next to the door and try and listen into the place that's barred. Why would they have a barred room? Like trying to keep something in?
So I guess we'll do Logan's first. Let me double check this room.
Coming over here, and as I walk by the hostage, I kick him or her.
Yeah, this door is just unlocked and it opens without any problems. Inside the room, it's a lot more comfortably furnished and compared to the room you're in now, and it appears to be a lot more clean than the room you're in now. There's a pretty comfortable looking bed in the corner with a wooden locker at its feet. A small wooden table stands at the east wall with a padded leather chair beside it. On the table, A brass 3-branch candlestick with 3 burning candles provides the room with bright light. The candles, though not fresh, are far from spent. And under the table is a small wooden box and an unlit bullseye lantern with a movable shutter over the lens. On the shelf above this table there is 3 books, and in the northeast corner is a closed wardrobe.
Ah, what are the books? Books.
Alright, so if you take the books off the shelf, the first one is a fully illustrated volume of erotic poetry.
Oh, I am keeping that.
That sounds like something Kelvius would like.
I'll think of a title later. The second book is more of a log. It's a book that lists the tide times for the area of coast around Saltmarsh. And it's a pretty significant amount of coast. As you page through it, it covers about 100 miles, 50 miles either way of Saltmarsh.
Holy.
And the third book is a word I don't actually know what it means. Treatise.
It's like a study.
Yeah.
It is a study concerning the demigod Luz and its minions. Or sorry, I keep reading it as Luz. It's pronounced Ayuz.
Yeah, so that would a treatise on the god would be like basically an essay.
Ah. All right. Do you do anything with any of the books, or just kind of pocket them all, or what?
I will pocket them, but once I'm out of the room, I'll give the tied one to Richard. And I'm going to kick open, if you will, the chest at the foot of the bed. And if not, I'll have my crowbar ready. But
one. Yeah, no, it just opens, but is completely empty.
I throw it across the room. And you said there was a little box under here?
Yeah, there's a little box under that table containing a bullseye lantern.
Ah. Well, I'll grab the lantern, and I'll even take the fucking candle.
Alright, what are the rest of you doing while Logan's rummaging around in that room?
I was trying to listen to the other door. I'm
Alright.
also wondering, has another 5 minutes gone by?
Yeah, I'll say it's been 5 minutes since you've been... Yeah. Alright,
Nice.
Jordan saves. Ooh. On a tie you succeed, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yes.
you guys are both no longer afraid of this place.
It's because we solved the mystery.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not a
You
ghost,
unmasked
it's
the
just
bad guy.
people.
I'm gonna
Alright.
have a look up the stairs. I'm not gonna step on them. Just gonna peek my head up them.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, what'd you do, Richard?
What'd you do, Richard?
What did I do?
Fell up the
Alright.
stairs.
So, I guess before that, he fell up the stairs. Yeah, no. So
I'm not
you
even stepping on them. I'm just looking up them.
you put your ear up to the door, and you don't really hear anything at all from the other side. But give me a perception check. All right, yeah, you hear nothing from the other side, but as you pull your head away,
Someone else is 11.
yeah, you're way over here though. Brett's.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
doing Brett's listening first. But as you pull your ear away from the wall there, Brett, you notice that the door is extremely bent. The bar of the door, so it almost looks like something has been pushing from the other side into this room, and has bent the bar from pushing.
Huh.
And upon looking, you notice the word danger is written across the door in wood or in chalk that's kind of faded because it's been a while, but yeah.
Oh, hello, chaps. We seem to have a bit of a interesting door over here. I don't know if it's worth investigating at all, but something's been pushing on it. Is it? Do you say it's a metal door, and it's
Yeah,
bent?
it's a metal door, and no, the door itself isn't bent, but the bar that was across the door is bent. Like,
Something has been trying to get out of here. Unless we really need to, I would advise that we not go in here.
How close is this house to the ocean?
pretty close. Like, if we looked at the courtyard, against the far wall, there's like a pretty small path between the wall and like the cliff. So the, I guess, east wall of the house is maybe 60 feet total from the ocean, like from the cliff face.
And they had a book labeling
Only
all
a
the
little
tides.
jaunts away
They
from
did, yep.
the next meal.
All right. Craig, as you walk up those stairs,
Well, I ain't walking on them.
oh, well, so as I guess as you look at those stairs, they look fine. They look a lot more sturdy than some of the other stairs you've seen, but they're still kind of worn, right? They look like they've been used. They don't look like they're about to fall apart. If you look up to the top, though, you do see that they lead to a trapdoor.
I'm going to walk up to it and keep like 5 feet between myself and that trapdoor.
All right. Nothing happened. It's just a trapdoor.
Like, does it like fall down like underneath the stairs? Is that how it?
No, it looks like you have to push it up. But the latch is on this side. Like the little lock is on this side.
Oh, so it's like going up.
Yeah, like you'd push the thing up.
Okay, I'm gonna go push it up.
All right. As you get within 5 feet of the trapdoor, you hear something that it doesn't make much sense. You hear, "Welcome, fools. Welcome to your deaths." Ha ha ha.
Well, I think we found the ghost of Saltmarsh. No, nothing.
Did you walk up into the tile and like push the
Yep.
trapdoor open?
Yep.
Yeah, the trapdoor takes a bit of effort to push open, but you know you manage to do it. You just get the feeling like something was on top of it, and it actually leads you back to the ground floor of the mansion.
Oh god.
I want to shake this bitch awake.
I agree.
Yep. No, I'm just gonna look back since I don't really care about the ground floor of the mansion.
All right, so you just close the latch again and come back down the stairs.
Yep. We'll go check out the guys. Checking out the unconscious woman.
Oh, I also give you the log of tides.
The what?
Info. That tide.
Oh,
fucking
the
journal?
tide book to Craig.
What-
Okay.
Tide book.
Logan found a book listing tide times for the area of coast around Saltmarsh. I guess
That's good for. Yeah. Okay.
all right. So you shake that bitch awake, man.
Yeah.
All right, she
You just give that to me, Logan.
Yeah.
she wakes up and immediately screams. Ah! but way louder and more girly.
What the hell are you guys doing down here?
We're
Don't you
none
know
of
this
your
place is
business.
haunted?
And then she like spits on you. Oh,
What'd she say?
I said none of your business. And then she spits on you.
All right, I'm gonna stick the end of my javelin into her leg.
As soon as
Or my lance, I mean.
all right, as soon as like your lance presses against her leg, she's originally like staring daggers at you, not saying anything, and then as soon as it starts to like poke her a little bit, she's like, all right, we're smugglers.
What are you smuggling?
Goods, like lots of people around Saltmarsh.
The hell's in that locked room over there?
We don't know. We were just down here one night. I heard a bunch of banging on the door, and then we wrote danger on it, and have never went in.
You never checked it out?
No? If this house is haunted. We don't want to know.
Yes, the patented ghost that's blocked by a door.
Well, I think it's about time for you to find out. I want to try and pick her up and carry her over the door.
All right. Well, she's tied up. So, and your guys, I guess, yeah. No, it just works.
Someone come over here and lift this bar off. We're gonna put her in there and find out what she sees.
Alright.
So you're lifting the
Oh,
bar
yes.
off.
Wait,
Yeah,
ahead and do something
before-
rash. I was thinking that maybe we should ask a couple of things, like what are you smuggling and where's it coming from?
and who cast the magic mouth on the stairs?
Our leader. And we're
I thought I just stepped on a nail.
we're just smuggling goods, all kinds of whatever we can get our hands on. Whatever our clients bring us, I don't deal with that. And she is very scared because, you know, she's being dragged away. And she's, no, please, don't throw me in there.
You're gonna see what's in this room for us. It's the least you can do after trying to. Or did he hit you with that attack? Who was that, Craig?
She completely missed her arrow, but definitely tried.
Well, you tried to shoot my friend in the face, so looks like you're gonna make up for it by going into this room here and letting us know what you find.
She is visibly frightened, but has kind of like went limp and doesn't have any strength left to resist.
Where'd your leader go?
She just doesn't answer.
Alright, I open the door.
Alright.
Give me
Walk
a strength check to try to get the bent ass bar out of the
Okay.
latch,
I'm gonna try this. Just straight strength.
or athletics if you're proficient, or just athletics,
this
I
is
guess,
gonna
if
be
you
rough.
want. But
Boom. Not happening.
yep, the bar budges as if you could lift it, but doesn't lift.
Oh, she's still tied down, so I'm gonna come up and try.
Yes. Muscle man. Doors budged. You're stuck pretty good.
Wow.
The bar lifts.
Alright, I go back up and pick her up,
Alright.
and I walk her over to the doorway.
All
You
right.
can say that
See.
the bar wasn't set very high for that DC.
Oof.
You could.
All
Or you
right.
could
So
not.
I guess inside the room, you two and maybe Craig. That's not
What
Craig.
about
That's
me?
Brett. Brett, you have dark vision, right?
I
Yeah.
do have dark vision, yes.
All right. So as that door opens, you guys. Well, this picture kind of sucks, but it's a narrow room with what appears to be human skeletons laying on the ground.
Are we
to
looking
do
at the
some
room to the north or
investigating,
to the east?
and I drop her in and untie her.
All right.
Well,
Oops.
Yeah, she doesn't have her weapon anymore, right?
I don't think
I
anybody
assume
took it.
that's not
I'm
what they're
assuming
at.
you took it from her, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or I was gonna take it from her before we untied her.
So you, like, dropped her in the room and closed the door behind her, or you just watching to see what she does?
Uh,
I think we'll watch.
yeah, untie her and two-hand push her. Well, not push her over, but
All right. So you
push her in.
drop her there, and she kind of limps one more tile into the room because she's absolutely terrified. And I need you all to roll initiative. Actually, I guess quickly before that, what was... I know a few other people are saying shit while we were doing that. So was anybody else doing anything while we were fucking around with her?
I was gonna ask if this is a bookshelf with one book sticking out.
Yeah, it is.
Interesting. And then I would have walked a bit closer to Old Man.
Shit. I probably need to clear the initiative order. Nope.
I'm rolling way too good on initiative. I need to start giving myself disadvantage.
The fucking little man hitting it every time.
My
Apparently.
character is so big that if Blake and I were in like a tiny hall together, I'm pretty sure you could just walk under my legs without having to squeeze past me.
I can just do that.
Initiative's a d20 plus dex, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, what are you seeing there, sweet thing?
So she walks another step into the room because she knows she's dead no matter what she does. And at this point, the human bones sitting on the ground around her animate to life.
It is haunted.
It is
Who'd have
haunted.
thunk it?
Logan, right now would be the perfect time to close the door and bar it.
Oof.
How do you
Fucker.
custom add somebody into initiative?
Right click on a token if you have it, and then just click add turn.
You can just drag them wherever you need them.
All right. So somehow, fucking miraculously, Wendell, you're up first. So from where you're sitting, you've, I think, can see like one skeleton.
Yep. And let's see, that would be in the dim light, so I don't know if I'd be able to actually see what it is.
Yeah, you see something in that corner kind of writhe up and form into a...
Oh, I am supposed to be holding that candlestick.
Oh, that's
So
true.
we should have real light over here.
Candle is what, like 15 feet of bright light, I think?
I've
Like 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's that much. It's
Yeah.
probably, I
I don't
think,
know, it had the whole room.
it's
lit up
5.
if
Yeah, I
3.
think 5.
candle, roll 20. Bright light in 5 foot, dim light for an additional 5 feet.
I think Logan emits bright light now, but only 5.
Yeah. It doesn't change what I can see in there, unfortunately.
Shit.
But assuming that that's the person they just shoved in there, I'll just do nothing for my turn.
All right. Richard, are you doing anything for your turn?
Yep. I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna cast Entangle again.
All right, where is your point?
Um,
I just draw the square.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look for my hand here. I can't see this far, so I'm just kind of guessing.
It's a 20-foot square, so it would be like that,
Okay.
right?
So
20 feet
like,
on each side.
yeah, so like that.
Yeah, if you want to put it on just that point. Yep.
Catch you guys as
I
well.
can't see that far. I only can see one item.
It's
so.
a point within range, though.
Oh, right. Yeah, 20 feet
So-
on each side. Yeah.
So I think you
What-
could, like,
Right.
in theory, just target it there, and it would work.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's like a point you can see in range. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
All right, so that skeleton has to make a strength save. Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Hey.
Does a 12 save? It does not. So that skeleton is restrained.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and I guess
Or just difficult terrain. Or no, they are restrained. Sorry.
so. Yeah, what you guys can see of this room now that there's a bit of light into it. You can't see into the far side of it yet. Well, I guess Mitch kind of can because he has dark vision. But it is a pretty basic room. It's significantly more dirty than the room you're in. It's covered in dust and cobwebs. A lot less mold. It seems to be pretty carved out of stone. And it's pretty dingy. And yeah, as I said before, there's just the piles of human bones throughout it that have now animated. All right. Is that your
Yeah,
turn,
it's my
Craig?
turn. Yeah.
All right, Gringus.
Sorry, has it been 10 minutes since the last fight?
Since the
Or-
rot grubs? Oh,
No,
no,
since
since the
the
bandits,
bandits.
it has not been.
Okay, so you still have... Is it Bardic Inspiration die?
Hey,
There, Gringus.
are we playing You Can Cut Corners?
Which corner do you want to cut? That one? Yeah. I'd say so.
Well, I pull a hand axe off my back and say, "Limbs in, lads," as I try to thread the needle through all my homies.
All right. I think throwing through that many people would give the monster like half cover. Which I think is what, +2 AC?
Yeah.
But why does he have advantage? Oh yeah, that one is restrained. So yeah, you go ahead and make your attack. All right, 22 hits. All right, so you. Oh, cool. All right, you throw your axe through your group of friends. It twirls through the air and just pegs the skeleton right in his shoulder joint.
Aha. That's it for me.
He looks like that he did not like that it hit very much.
I assume it's resistance, though? Or no, I guess not.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like it took normal damage from the axe. All right, Gore.
Oh, step into the room. There we
Oh,
go.
because there's like a weird thing at dynamic light. It probably blocked you. Yeah.
Time for my lance.
All right. As you walk in, you see all the skeletons. And you're lancing. I'm assuming the restrained one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your 21 definitely hit. All right. Your lance just pierces right through this thing, and if it had a heart, you would have definitely hit it. Your lance kind of like pushes some ribs away and it crumbles to the ground.
You're not so tough.
Oh, got him.
And I'm gonna move one more space, and end my turn.
All right, Sigvald, you're up.
Well, let's see what's happening here. Oh! That's our bandit. Well, guess I'll go here and start beating the shit out of this one.
All right. A 15 hit.
Bludgeon Ranger.
All right. Yeah, a 25 also hits. All right. The first punch, when you hit it, just cracked its whole arm bone in half, and its arm just fell to the ground. And then you swing over the left hook and just take its head right off, and it falls to the ground.
Dust.
The old 1-2.
Oh, nice one-liner.
You did notice, Logan, that the joints, I guess Gore would have noticed this too, the joints combining the skeletal bones are infused with something weird that you can't really tell what it looks magical, and that's what's kind of infusing the bones together. All right, Brett, you're up.
Up here to here. And kind of look around at the options in this room here. What does the bandit or the bandit look like they're doing? Are they thinking about making a break for the exit or anything like that?
They're like basically passed out back on the ground. They're kind of like, it looks like they stepped into the room and like tripped as the skeletons were getting up, and they're kind of like feebly trying to pull themselves up, but you can tell that they're not doing too good.
Yeah. Well, it'd be a good story if we just let you perish right here and now. What kind of heroes would we be? And I'm going to cast Healing Word as I say that on the bandit.
All right.
I look at Gord facepalm.
I just roll my eyes.
Not let me do stuff, apparently. Wait, hang on. Give me that. Oh, I keep on forgetting the cast at what level frickin' button. 4 points of healing to the bandit. She's harmless. And I'll yell, move back here. And yell to I'm trying to remember names here. Wendell.
Ah,
I think you show those skeletons a thing or two that magic shown so far. Do your best. And kind
wait,
of
what
back up.
skeleton?
And you've got bardic inspiration.
All right. So with that, it's the skeleton's turn. But before they do anything, you guys start. So there's another door. That's not visible. It's not obviously visible, but the whole door in what looks like a tiny little gap starts growing with an extremely bright blue light. And the light's getting brighter and brighter, and then the door like flies off the hinges, hits against this back wall, and that's where we'll end it tonight.
Oh, shit.
Talk about an explosive ending.
God damn it, Craig.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
Yep.
Maybe the first thumbs up to Brighton.
Mhm.
Good job.
Yeah, well done, Brayden.
Yep.
All right. Thank you. It was definitely
Really enjoying the characters so far too.
yeah. I'm liking all the accents and the flavor. Like Colton's guy falling asleep every 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's good.
But we should figure out who gets inspiration.
I am going to give my vote to Brett.
I'm gonna give
Thanks.
mine to Blake, the little guy, for always hitting initiative.
I like Brett making our Calendar making a joke about his mom when he was scared.
I'd give mine to
Oh.
fucking Bob's and Doug Nut for fucking sleeping through half-hour
I
encounters.
think I'm with Logan on that one. Doug Nut is also getting my vote for skipping, just missing a little bit of combat for character flavor. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll give mine to Bobson as well
Thank you.
for both the
guy's
accent
The
and
inspiration,
the
all he did is
narcolepsy.
sleep the whole time.
Mine was going to Midget Man for his big cojones.
Yeah, I was gonna give mine to Gore for the bracelet. I'm intrigued who gave him that bracelet.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like the flavor. So I think that does go to our ancient druid, or not druid, dwarf, for sleeping half the session.
This was pretty nice little touch.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much, Brian. That was a good first session.
Yeah, that was fun.
And thanks to everybody for watching. We'll continue our descent into Avernus tomorrow night with Colton at the same time here. And next week we'll go back to getting to the bottom of what's happening in this mansion. We do plan to have Ghost of Saltmarsh run for the next few Sundays here. It'll likely be quite a while. And then we'll end up taking a small break during kind of one of the climatic moments and having another one shot similar to what we did with Tomb of Horrors and Craig's adventure last week. And then we'll continue cycling like that.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Adios.
Good night.
Bye.
Ah.